Greeting to all the students. Welcome to Global Online. Here we are back with our NTA UGC NET 2023 preparation for paper 1. And in this video, we are going to have the marathon for information and communication technology, which is a quick revision series with explanation. We have already completed 3 units. We have completed teaching aptitude, communication, research aptitude. Today, we are going to see information and communication technology, which is based on the entire syllabus. Before we go with this session, let's understand what does the Global Online has to offer you. We have study material for paper 2, which is for the following subjects, which is reflected on the screen. And in order to get the study material will consist of MCQs and notes. The WhatsApp numbers are given below. You can get in touch with this given numbers in order to get the copy for the same. And then it has a 20% off, so it is 1280 the fees amount. Same way, if you want something for a quick revision as a PDF for paper 1, these are the following ways which will support you. That is the 2000 plus MCQ, updated MCQ, current affairs, short notes, and previous year question papers, including most repeated questions. You can get in touch with us on this given WhatsApp numbers. The fees for same is 699. So definitely, in order to prepare yourself quickly and with a lesser span of time, this will help you for your preparation. You can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp number. And now we will start with our preparation for our marathon, that is ICT, Information and Communication Technology. Classes are in English. For Hindi, the classes are at 9 p.m. in the evening. So you can join those Hindi classes for your Hindi, language. That is also there with MCQ series only going on, but only the thing is it is in Hindi, so it will be beneficial for you. Okay, so let's start with question number 1. Virtual memory is what? What is virtual memory called as? Is it an extremely large memory? Is a large secondary memory? Is it an illusion of extremely large main memory? Or is it a type of memory which is used in supercomputer? So what exactly do you mean by your memory, virtual memory? What is that exactly it is called as? Virtual memory is known as what? So the following options are given below. You have to list from the following options. So here the question is about what? The question is about virtual memory. So what exactly is known as virtual memory? So options are given below. You have to select from the given options in order to answer your question. So what is virtual memory? In computer, what do we consider virtual memory as? Okay. Yes, let me see with the answers. Answers for question number 1, everyone. Okay. Answers have started coming in. Okay, fine. So let's see. So virtual memory basically, okay, is what exactly virtual memory is. It is nothing but an illusion of extremely large memory. Now let me have give you a proper indication. So basically, virtual memory is a memory where secondary memory can be used as a part of main memory. So it is a basic common technique which is used in computer operating system. So this is actually an illusion of what? An extremely large memory. So it is something which is, indicating of what? It is indicating of large memory, which is, a part of what? Your computer operating system. So be careful with your answers, everyone. You have to be, very much factuals with this knowledge of ICT, because here there is no options. You have to come to the correct information with the correct knowledge. Is it clear? Now, let's go to question number 2. Question number 2 is talking about as a chairman of Independent Commission on Education. So when we talk about, I have given you the answers for question number 1. We have moved to question number 2 now. So we are talking about as a chairman of Independent Commission on Education, Jacques Delors has the report to UNESCO was titled as what? So when we talk about a report which was submitted by Delors, the title of the report was what? Was it International Commission on Education report? Was it Millennium Development Report? Was it Learning the Treasure Within? Or was it the World Declaration on Education for All? So what was the report called as, or what was the report known as? Okay, let's see how many of you are able to come to this, crack this question. Okay, so let's understand. So basically the right answer is, it is called as what? The learning treasure. It's known as what? It's known as a learning treasure within. So let's have a look also. The United, that is UNESCO, is called as United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, is specialized agency aiming at world peace and security throughout internal cooperation in education, science and culture, which was formed on 16th November 1945. So the 39th session, okay, took place on 15th of November after a 4-year term, and that particular detailed report is known as the learning the treasure within. So see, exactly this is not related to ICT, but I have just got this question when I was preparing, so I just thought of adding this question in our MCQ series. Anyway, some extra questions I'll be taking at the end with certain current affairs, but I thought let's have this question instantly so that it remembers well for you all. Okay, now coming to question number 3. Question number 3, I have given you a very, very easy question just to boost off your morale. So NMEICT basically is known as what? What it is called as? NMEICT. It's known as what? What exactly it is called as, or it is known as? A very easy question just to make boost up your little bit of morning session so that your next question goes very well. So yes, let's see how many of you are able to answer this question. Easy question, so I don't think so you have to take. You've been repeating this, revising this n number of times. So let us see how many of you are coming on the right path. Yes. Sudhir Paswan, Hindi classes are at 9 p.m. Daily 9 p.m. you have Hindi classes, okay? Okay, we have started getting answer for question number 3. Yes, everyone, quickly, question number 3, very well. Okay, let's see what is question number 3 all about. Yes, a very easy question. You don't have to think, as I said. It's National Mission on Education through ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology. Let's little bit have information about this. So this is a landmark initiative which is taken by Ministry of Human Resource Development in order to address all the education related needs of students as well as teachers and lifelong learners. So this little bit of information will help you just to revise your topic. So the mission was to bridge the gap between the quality education with respect to learners in case of social, economic and educational status. Now this was launched. Now this dates, please remember, sometimes you get questions with dates also. So it was launched on 3rd of February 2009. Here basically what is the main intention of this? It is to connect the 400 universities as well as 22,000 colleges, improving the quality, ensuring that there is an access to the students with the use of innovative use with the help of ICT, and making available e-content and educational videos which are created by the best teachers. So basically this is little bit of information about National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology, which will help you to boost up your little bit of recalling part with the help of these particular body. Now in a computer, yes, you get memory questions very well. So in a computer, a byte generally consists of what? Is it 8 bits? Is it 4 bits? Is it 16 bits? Or is it 10 bits? So byte nibbles, you have to remember this very well. Questions are seen on the memory also. No doubt nowadays the questions go with higher range of memory. Okay, but still, as in start, let's see. The entire week we have to do, so I'll keep on adding the questions very well. So in a computer, generally a byte consists of what? Is it bits? Is it 4 bits, 8 bits? 16 bits or it is 10 bits, what exactly it is consisting of. Let me see how many of you are coming to this question. Okay, let's see. Okay, so basically I haven't got any answer. I hope you can hear me very clearly. Yes, so basically in computer a byte generally consists of 8 bits. So if you want to see this tabular format, so byte, okay, consists of 8, that is 1 byte consists of 8 bits. Okay, then we have a table, kilobytes, okay, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes. Now the questions have started coming from, you know, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, brontobyte and geobyte. So we have, you know, these questions coming up, which is, as I said, today is the first class or lecture of ICT. So we will be coming to this, you know, slowly, gradually, where we will be seeing the questions on terabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte. So but you have to remember the basics also. So byte, 1 byte is consisting of 8 bits. You may get a question on nibbles also, so you have to, you know, be careful what exactly, okay, you have to understand. So this is very, very important for you to keep, you know, things in your minds very well, especially when you come with, you know, your preparation for ICT. Okay, yes. Now let's see. Now the process of, now here they have asked you one process. The process of copying files to the CD-ROM is known as what? So when you're copying the files to CD-ROM, it is basically known as what? Is it burning? Is it zipping? Is it digitizing? Or is it ripping? What is the process of copying files to a CD-ROM known as? Manik until, yes, Manik until recorded sessions of history classes keep on coming. So you can follow the channel in order to, you know, prepare yourself for your history subject preparation. Is it clear? Do follow our channel, that is Global Online, for your history classes. So yes, question number 5. Okay, Maiti has joined. Now when we talk about the process of copying files to a CD-ROM, generally it is known as what? Is it known as burning, zipping, digitalizing or ripping? Okay, so what exactly it is called as? It is called as, yes, let's see, how many of you have answered? Okay, let's understand how many of you have answered this question. The process where the files which are copied to a CD-ROM is known as what? Okay, it is called as burning. Okay, burning, it means that where burning is a technical term where the process, you know, of copying the file to CD-ROM is called as. Now let's understand what is zipping as well as ripping. So this you should be able to understand. So Bhakt is saying it's not zipping, because zipping is nothing but a zone information protocol. Okay, burning is the process where we are, you know, converting the files. The content is copied. It's called as burning in ICT. Now ripping, what is ripping? Ripping is the process of copying audio or video content to a hard disk, okay, copying from removable media such as compact disc or DVD. So when we are talking about, you know, process of copying audio or video content, okay, so this is basically called as what? It is called as ripping. So remember these terms, okay, zipping, ripping, burning. So you should not get, you know, confused with these terms when you are using it in your ICT or when you get a question on these technical terms. Fine. Now let's have a understanding of question number 6. So let's move on to question number 6. An unsolicited email message sent to many recipients at once. So when we are sending, okay, message, unsolicited message to many people at once, okay, many recipients at once, it is called as worm? Is it called as virus? Is it called as threat? Or is it called as spam? So worm, virus, threat or spam, what is it known as? Okay, Savita, just write the question numbers. No, it will become easier for me to answer, to look at your answer and reply you back. Okay, when we are talking about, okay, when we're talking about unsolicited email message sent to many recipients at once, it's basically called as what it will be known as, or what it is called as. Okay, sixth, fine. Sixth, okay, very good. Now let's see the answers. Okay, it will be called as what? Spam. Very good. So let's little bit understand the difference between the virus also and worms also. So spam we have understood. Okay, we have, emails when we are using the spam messages are unsolicited email which are sent to many people at a time. So let's understand little bit about virus also. So virus is a file which is executable and transferred from one system to another. Yes, in this human action is needed. It is slower as compared to worm. The host is needed to for spreading. Okay, you can remove it with the help of antivirus or formatting. Corrupt, the consequences, it can corrupt and erase a file or a program. When we talk about worms, it is basically a program, malicious program that is replicated itself and can spread a different number of computers via network. Human action is not needed. It's very fast compared to your virus. Okay, it doesn't need a host. Okay, virus removal tool is required. Yes, antivirus and firewall can work. The consequences are in the form of consuming the system resources, and it slows down the system, or even it halts a system very completely, means at a stretch. So you have to remember, see, as I said, I have told you that this entire week we are going to do ICT topics only. This is the first class, just to make sure that it's like a warm-up exercise for you. Little bit concepts, little bit understanding and terms. Slowly, gradually, from tomorrow onwards, we'll just increase the level of questions with more assertion reasoning questions. So it will help you to prepare yourself best. So if you know the answers today, it's well and good. If you still do not know these questions, I've taken an average level of questions so that you can start your preparation very well for this unit also. Go ahead, that is for question number 7. So question number 7 basically is about what? Statement questions. So let's understand what are the statements and how you are supposed to answer the statements. So statement 1 is ICT, that is Information and Communication Technology, is considered as a subset, okay, of IT. It is considered as a subset of IT. The right use, now question number 2, the right to use a piece of software is termed as copyright. So which of the following statement is correct? Okay, when we are talking about ICT, it is considered as a subset of IT. The right to use piece of software is termed as copyright. So basically the above statement is called as what? It's known as what? Okay, whether from the above statements, whether statement 1 or 2 both are correct, neither are correct, or only 2 is correct, or only 1 is correct. So yes, let's see how many of you are answering the question. 7th C, 7th, okay, 7th only Gayatri has answered. What about others? Come to the answer quickly. Yes, waiting for everyone to answer for question number 7. Let's see how many of you are very close to question number 7 answers. Okay, let's see. Let's have a look. So yes, if we talk about question number 7, so question number 7 basically, communication and information technology is considered as subset of IT. It is, it is false. Okay, IT is a subset of ICT. Okay, and yes, the right to use a piece of software, it's termed as what? It is termed as copyright. So which statement is correct? It is only statement C, that is 3. Mighty, it's only statement 3. Okay, so Gayatri is right. I hope it's very clear. IT is called as a subset of ICT. Okay, not ICT is considered as a subset of IT. Please be careful for this. Okay. Now, coming to question number 8, we have again two statements. So you have to identify which statements are it's correct. So ICT is an acronym which stands for Indian Classical Technology. The effective use of ICT to support learning in the inclusive education. See, I have already explained you this concept. Inclusive education exemplifies good teaching for all learners. So what does it indicates? Okay, what does it tells? So let's understand how many of you are coming to the right answer for this particular question. Okay, so ICT is an acronym that stands for Indian Classical Technology. The effective use of ICT to support learning in the inclusive education exemplifies good teaching for all learners. Question number 8 on the screen, everyone now. Let's see how many of you are able to do it. Okay, let's see question number 8. Question number 8, the answers have not yet popped in. Okay, just a second. Yeah, I just got the answers. Okay, fine. Yes. So question number, yes. So ICT is basically, this is again very easy, but inclusive education. Okay, now how to identify question number, that is statement 2 is right or not. The effective use of ICT to inclusive education where the teacher does not consider difference between any child. All the child from every background, from a social background or any background, is considered as equal. And yes, ICT supports to a greater extent, and hence it is, it exemplifies the good teaching for all the learners. So yes, statement 2 is correct, and so answer 2 is, option 2 is the right option. Now, you need to use automatic calculations and preparing a budget. Which software application should be used? So now what you are doing is that you are having a concern of, calculating the automatic budget preparation. So for that, which software will be used? Whether it is a spreadsheet, presentation, word processing, or desktop publication. So which software will be used in order to have, calculations? So whether it is a spreadsheet, whether it's a presentation, it's a word processing, or it is a desktop publishing, it will be called as what? Waiting for everyone's revert. Okay. Yes. Question number 9th, everyone. 9th. Okay. Waiting for question number 9th. Yes. Let's see how many of you have answered very well for question number 9th. Okay. Maiti has already started. You need to use automatic calculations in preparing a budget. Maiti, question number 9, be careful, read. Very simple form software they have asked you. Okay. So 9th, okay, Ramya and Maiti has answered. Others can start answering. So it is basically calculations. So when we talk about calculations, yes, it is spreadsheet, that is your Excel format sheet, spreadsheet, and not your presentation or word processing or desktop publication. So when we use any calculation, it is basically in the form of what? It is in the form of spreadsheet. Okay, question number 9, the answer is A1. Okay, coming to question number 10. we have the use of information technology to improve the ability of government to address the needs of society. So when we are talking about to improve information technology, okay, to use information technology to improve the ability of the government to address the needs of the society. So it is basically considered as what? Is it considered as e-business? Is it considered as e-administration? Is it considered as e-governance, or is it considered as marketing? What basically it is called as? To use information technology to improve the ability of government to address the needs of society is called as what? Is it e-business? Is it e-administration? Is it e-governance, or is it marketing? Yes, answers have started coming. So let's see how many of you are able to come quickly with the answers. Tomorrow we will do one thing. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit rapid round, so that, as I said, every alternate days I'll keep on giving you the practice of coming to the question very quickly without as an examination mock test we will do. Okay, so yes, when we talk about the ability to improve the ability of government to improve the address of the society, needs of the society, it's called e-governance. Okay, the rules and regulations, which is nothing but in the form of e-governance. Yes. Now question number 11, which of the following mobile payment application is developed by National Payment Corporation of India, which is based on UPI? Okay, so I'm talking about what? A mobile application app. So you have to answer which is the mobile application app which is developed by the National Payment Corporation for of India, which is based on UPI, that is Unified Payment Interface. So UPI system. So which app is supported? Is it My Government, or is it Beam, it's Umang, or it is PhonePe? So which application is supported? Okay, mobile application is developed by National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, yes, very good. Gayatri, Anamika has already answered very quickly. Those also, as I said, very basic average questions I have taken just to see your preparation level, what type of, so that we can come with difficult set of questions. So yes, it is the right answer is B, no doubt. So in case if any student is not aware or it's confused, so let's see what exactly these apps are, these systems are. Let's understand. So My Government is a citizen engagement platform which is launched by Government of India on 26th of Jan 2014 to promote active participation of Indian citizens. Okay, basically within what? Within development and government, with a development. So it is aimed at what? A common platform for Indian citizens to have their ideas shared. Okay, Gayatri has already given us the full form also. So it is basically BHIM, that is Bharat Interface for Money, is an app which is developed by National Payment Corporation of India, which is based on UPI, that is Unified Payment Interface, which is named after Dr. Ambedkar, okay, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, which was launched on 30th of December 2016, which facilitates e-payment through banks and encourage cashless transactions. Unified mobile application, it's a new age governance mobile app which is a Digital India initiative. Basically the app supports various languages and is available for Android, iOS or Windows, and it is which is by the Government of India, which is accessible to the central as well as state government services. PhonePe again is a digital payment system which has an headquarters at Bangalore and which was founded in the year 2015, December 2015. So this we have given an overview, but basically it was about the mobile application which is Bharat Interface for Money, that is BHIM, which is an application developed by National Payment Corporation of India, which was based on Unified Payment Interface. Okay, question number 12. Now here the question is little bit changed, so be careful. Identify the encompassing term that involves the use of electronic platform to conduct business. So in order to have electronic platform to conduct business, it is known as what? E-business, e-administration, e-governance or e-marketing. So something electronically use or conduction of business. will be called as what? Okay, let's see how many of you are able to answer question number. Hinduja, yes, a very good morning. We are at question number 12. Bit late, you have joined. The class starts at 10 a.m. So you can just follow us from this question. Yes, question number 12 on the screen, everyone. You have to identify the electronic platform which is used to conduct a company's business. Okay, 12A, 12. Gayatri, it is 12, I guess. Okay, you have corrected. Okay, so let's see how many of you have answered correctly. Okay, no problem, Induja. Just you can continue with our remaining questions. So basically here is a confusion. Some students have definitely marked, e-marketing. Okay, see, here they have not specified. Gayatri, just be careful over here. Now see, it says that use of electronic platform to conduct a business. So they have not specified, the activity. The activity is not specified whether it is, what. So it is just use of, that is business. So basically the term is called as e-business. Here, as I said, there will be a confusion between e-business and e-marketing. So here they are talking about the conduction of business, that is end-to-end activity. So it will be called as e-business and not as e-marketing. Is it clear? So you just be careful in this, as I knew that there will be little bit of confusion in the students from this question point of view. So be careful about it. It is basically used, a electronic process where the business is organized and it is conducted with the help of computer network. So when we are talking about e-business, it is it is online. It is done with the help of what? Various platforms. Either it will be Amazon or it will be eBay, whether it is be any other platforms, but end-to-end business is conducted. So it is not e-marketing, it is e-business. Okay. Now, yes, question number 13. Let's come to question number 13. Now, we have got two statements, that is assertion and reasoning. Let's see what it talks about. Sniffing may be used to steal data or information over a network. Sniffing is a process of monitoring and capturing all data packets passing through given network. So basically the question is what? The question is on sniffing. So you have to, yes, it has created confusion, so I've taken that question. So now, what exactly is the statement? What exactly the reason given? Okay, is it true, false? Is it with the correct explanation? You have to explain that. Okay, so sniffing is nothing but, in case if you don't know, it's an attack, okay, in context with the network security, which is resulting into the robbing of data. So now with that explanation, I have explained this very well in the theory classes also. When we have done theory classes on ICT, I have taken this topic very well and explained you. So let's see how many of you are able to do or get this answer very correctly. Okay, let's understand. Question number 13. Okay, 13. Yes, answers have started. So let's see. Now 13, yes. Sniffing may be used to steal data or information over network. Just now, that's the reason I gave you a hint. Yes, it is true. What they're saying is that the process is, the process of monitoring and capturing the data packets passing through the given network. Yes, see, only after the process goes to the given network, it will be able to use, to do what activity is meant for, whether it is stealing the data or, information. So yes, the reason is correct as per the given assertion. As per the given reason, the assertion is true and with the correct explanation. Okay, I have given you the information of all this in your theory classes for ICT. If you want, tomorrow I'll just add the links in the description box so that you can go through those classes very well if you find it very tough. Okay, now next. The national agency which is responsible for responding to computer security incidents as and when they occur. So when you are having any any type of computer security incidents occurring, okay, so it is known as what? Is it called as CAT, or is it called as CDAC, or is it called as CCA, or it is called as ICERT? So it is known as what? It will be called as what? The national agency which is responsible to respond to the computer security incidents as and when they occur. Okay, answers are falling in. Okay, fine. Yes, great. Okay, so it is basically ICRT. Yes, so let's see what exactly it is. So it is nothing but the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, which is within the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology of the government, and it is an agency which deals with this security threats. It strengthens the security related defense of the Indian internet domain. So basically it is with reference to the country. Now CDAC is the Center for Development of Advanced Computing, an autonomous body which is operating under electronics and information technology. See, many of you have given different answers, but the question was basically with the security, and for security we have ICRT. Is it clear? Okay, now coming to the last question of the day, it is basically on assertion and reasoning. Information technology is fast becoming very important field of activity in India. So basically information technology is a fast activity, important field, okay, in India for various activities. Software is one of the major exports of India, and further India has a very strong base in hardware. So whether the statements are correct, whether the statements are wrong, whether it is a correct explanation, you have to tell those and go ahead. Let's see how many of you are coming with the right answer. Yes. Question number 15, everyone on the screen. Yes. So let's see question 15. So yes, A is true that IT is fast becoming a very important field of activity in India. Yes. So sorry over here. Here it is, I have just, it will be false over here by mistakenly. The question is, just see. So now what they are telling, they are telling software is one of the major exports of India, and India has a very strong base in hardware. So it is basically, it's no doubt it is not one of, it is exports are there but not one of the major. So yes, 15C, A is true but R is false. R is not a true statement statistics wise. So question number 15, the assertion is true but R is not a correct statement, so hence the explanation is not will be correct. Is it questions? The questions are reflected on the screen. Get set and make sure that you are practicing well. Today, as I said, I have little turned the strategy. Today I will have a little rapid round so that you are energetic, and we have a limited time to solve the question, which will help you to give a proper mock test for your examination. So the concept of connect intelligence is derived from what? So the concept is called as connect intelligence. It is derived from the which of the following given option? Is it the virtual reality? Is it the fuzzy logic? Is it the Bluetooth technology? Is it the value added network? So what is the concept of intelligence, connect intelligence derived from? Okay. So what exactly it will be known as? Shrinu, all the details will come. Don't worry. Okay, all the details will come. Right now you just concentrate on your preparation. Everything, your hall tickets, your examination schedule and everything, you will get the information. Okay, so yes, this is our little bit rapid round. So the concept of connect intelligence is derived from what? The options given below are the virtual reality, the fuzzy logic, the Bluetooth technology, or the value added network. So for question number 1, what will be the answer? So when we see question number 1, so yes, very good, Bhakt Sen, very good. Sassy, just it is value added. Connect intelligence is with the help of not virtual reality. No, it's not virtual reality. It is with the help of value added network. Now let's see how it is. So connect intelligence basically means what? So connect intelligence, it is the one which provides a reliable view of the devices consumers own. Okay, consumers have the devices which are reliable, how the consumers use them, how, when and where these devices are connected. This is all based with what it is called as connect intelligence. A value-added network is basically a private service that provides companies with secure way to send or share their information, and it is also called as the turnkey communication to facilitate electronic data interchange with the help of what? With the help of other networks. So value-added networks, you can see, okay, that is called as WAN, which can connect the customers, okay, with the security of their information. So this is called as what? The concept of connect intelligence is called as value-added network. Is it clear? Fine. Question number 2 now, everyone, on the screen. The use of ordinary telephone as internet appliance. So the use of ordinary telephone. Now if you can, okay, if it is possible for you, just sit with a notebook. I will also tell that how these questions were asked in 2022 cycle papers and 2021 papers. So I've just made a small notes of it also, which I'll keep on telling you as per the given question comes. So here we are talking about what? We are talking about the use of ordinary telephone as internet appliances. It's known as what? Is it called as voice net? Is it called as voice telephone? Is it called as voice line, or is it called as voice protocol? It is known as what? So when we go to question number 2, the use of ordinary telephone as internet appliances is basically called as voice line. It is known as what? It is known as voice line, okay, or it is also called as, okay, yes. So see, if you remember, this one question was in 2021 cycle, but in a different way. So I'll even tell you what it is, okay. So voice line is nothing but a low cost phone service that is an alternative to traditional phone line with a telephone, a broadband internet connection and a telephone adapter. Voice line, it allows to make and receive the calls at home or anywhere in the world. Voice net it means equipments which are associated with various attachments which has the accessories, and it is basically to transmit the voice communication. And voice protocols, it is basically the voice equivalent of web protocols, which gives access to the information through spoken commands and voice responses. Okay, now based on this, there was one question in 2021 also, and in one of the previous papers also, VoIP. Okay, so basically it's nothing but it is called as what? It is called as the use of internet to make phone calls. So use of internet in order to make phone calls. Okay, so just make sure the same questions are adapted but with a different way. Okay, so you should know the topics very well. That's the intention. I told you that, make a note of it. Okay, now here also on this basis also there was a question. Okay, I will tell you that also. This is question number 3, everyone. It is in the form of match the following. Web applications, web 2.0 application in 2021 paper, it was web 3.0. I will take 21 all the shifts papers revision, but right now just understand that how it is, how the questions are based on the same topic. So now it was web 2.0 application, search engine, system software, or high level language. Languages also there was question. So now how do you match and which is the right option? Let's see. Yes. Yes, Gayatri, just sorry, that is, I think that is writing error. So that is nothing but voice telephone, sorry. So that is just writing error. It's voice telephone. The B part is voice telephone. Okay. Okay, question number 3. Yes, 2. Okay, fine. Yes. Everyone, question number 3. Okay, so question number 3, the right option is yes, it is 3B. So Web 2.0 application, it talks about it talks about your blogs and Twitter. Search engines talks about your Google and Yahoo. System software talks about Windows, and high level language talks about C++ and Java. Okay. There is one question was there, 3.0 application in 21 paper, Web 3.0 application. So basically 3.0 application, it talks about what? It talks about semantic web. Okay. So please remember, it talks about semantic web. When I will take 2021 questions, at that time exclusively I will take this topic, Web 2.0 and Web 3.0, because both of them were a part of 2021 questions. Is it clear? Okay. This is right? Yes. Now Web 2.0, as I said, is a term which is used to describe the variety of websites and applications that allow. It is also called as, see, there is a second name for Web 2.0. It is also called as collaborative web. It is known as collaborative web. Okay. And this was the word which was asked in 2021 examination. So we know that it is, a variety of websites and applications which allows to share and create information, including wikis, blogs, or social networking. And it is also called as collaborative web. So please keep all this information. That's the reason I told you, sit with your notebook and take down. So even if, you are not having a time, but still, I'm just using all the terms which has been used in the latest examination. Okay. System software is nothing but a type of program that is designed to run computers, hardware and application program. The operating system is best example of system software. Is it clear? Okay. Coming to languages, yes, we know there are low languages and low level and high level languages. Low level languages, that is machine language and assembly language, whereas high level is, general purpose and special purpose. So in general purpose, we have compiler, that is Algo, Fortran, COBOL, interpreter based as BASIC, APL, Pascal and PL and I. So high level language, that is only human understand. Interpreter, that is can translate high level to low level, and low level languages which only machine understand. Okay. So this is basically, it is very important that you have a very important, concept in under one hand. Mahatab, to do topics wise MCQ, which I have done in November. Now we have really less time for your revision. So for this cycle, I have taken all together. In the June cycle, I'll be taking topic wise. Okay. Now, the purpose of ICT, let's go for the next question. The purpose of ICT is what? To attract the students, to make teaching interesting, to optimize learning outcomes, or to promote technology culture in teaching. So what is the indication or what is the objective of ICT? What exactly it is meant for? So let's see. ICT is basically for what? So whether it is to attract the students, whether it is to make teaching interesting, whether it is to optimize the learning outcomes, or it is to promote the technology in teaching. So how many of you are coming with question number 4? Let's see. Okay, as I said, it is little bit rapid type. So let's see the answers. So the purpose of ICT is basically, here many students get confused. It is not teaching interesting, that is done with the help of teaching it. The purpose of ICT is basically to optimize the learning outcome. It is basically to make sure that you are getting maximum out of it. So it is to optimize the learning outcomes. Yes, very good. Some of them got confused. So make sure it is not B or D. It is basically option number C. Okay, very good. Now, going to question number 5, everyone. Which of the following terms is related to digital learning environment for design? So here, which term is called as digital learning environment for design? Is it e-Vidwan, is it e-Acharya, is it e-Kalpa, or is it e-Yantra? So which is the term which is related to digital learning environment for design? As I said, we will be little bit in a rapid form. So yes, let's see that which term is related to digital learning environment for design. So basically, it is called as what? E-Kalpa. So the term which is related to digital learning environment for design, it is e-Kalpa. So let's have a look at all of them. So e-Vidwan, basically it's a premier database of the faculties or researchers, which was started in year 1999. Years also keep in mind. For match the following, you can get that. E-Acharya, this is a portal in order to have a learning materials in all the forms, which was which has started in the year 2006. Then we have we have e-Kalpa, which was basically formed in order to create digital learning environment for design, which was started in the year 2002. And then we have e-Yantra, that is to seek or to provide hands-on experience, okay, on learning infrastructure with respect to engineering students who have limited access to lab, and that was formed in the year 2009. Okay, going good, but make sure you know the years, you know their objectives. So in any form, if the question comes, it is easy for you to attempt the question. Is it clear? Okay, so now let's see the next question, that is question number 6. So question number 6 talks about which of the following describes wiki. So I will just put a marking so that you can read all the questions properly. So is it the system that allows users to add information onto the website but does not change any pre-existing information? Is it the one which allows to collaborate the modification? Is it the one which is publicly personal journal, or is it the one which monitors the modification of the content? So basically, what is allowed, okay, which is what is described as wiki. Wiki is described as what? Okay, so let's see how many of you have answered very quickly and very promptly and exactly the right question. So when we talk about wiki, yes, wiki is the one which allows collaborative modification, okay, of its content and structure directly from the web browser. So it is called as what? It is called as the collaborative, it is known as what? It is known as the collaborative modification of its content and structure, which is directly from the web browser. Okay. Yes. So website or a database developed collaboratively by the community of users in order to allow the content or to edit the content. It is a free content multilingual online encyclopedia which is written and maintained by the community in order to have a editing based system. So basically it is in the form of what? Editing based system. Yes, Gayatri and Shrinu, yes, very good. So next question number, I think there is small error in the question today in numbering. It's okay, you just concentrate on the question number and tell me the questions, answers. Which of the following is an educational FM radio network? Okay, which of the following is an educational FM radio network? So whether it is Gyan Darshan, whether it is Gyan Vani, whether it is Gyan Dhara, or whether it is GIAN. So which of the following is an educational FM radio network? So whether it is Gyan Darshan, whether it is Gyan Vani, or whether it is Gyan Dhara or Gyan. So what exactly it talks about? It is educational FM radio network. So read the question very carefully. It is educational radio network. Okay. So radio network, it is called as Gyan Vani, radio network. So it's known as Gyan Vani. Okay. So if you remember, we have done this, all the options very well. So Gyan Darshan, it's a television old channel, which is basically in collaboration with Ministry of Human Resource Development and Information and Broadcasting, which is a nodal agency which was formed on Jan 2000. Gyan Vani is an educational FM channel which was founded in the year March 2000. MOOCs is a massive open online courses, which is basically to enroll, the flexible way of learning or advancing your skills with various career options. That is founded in the year 2008. And GIAN, that is Global Initiative for Academic Network, which was formed in 2015. It is to tap the talent, okay, with respect to what? With respect to the scientist, okay, and to encourage the engagement of higher education system. So this is very informative for you all. In case if you do not have notes for it, you can just keep a screenshot of it in order to have a quick revision. Okay. Now, coming to question number 9. A group access to digital technology and another group's lack of access to it. So the group access to the digital technology and the another's group lack of access will be known as what? Will be it known as internet inequality? Will be it called as web inequality? Will be it's called as technological imbalance, or it will be called as digital divide? So a group access to digital technology and other groups lack of access to it will cause a disparity known as what? So there will be a disparity, there will be a difference. So it will be called, or it will be known as what? Okay. Will it be called as a group access? Will it be called as the digital, will it be called as internet inequality, web inequality, technologically imbalance, or it will be called as digital divide? So what it will be known as? So it will be definitely known as digital divide. Even this topic is coming again and again, but in a very different form set of questions. So digital divide is a term that refers to the gap between, various people in the form of demographics, okay, regions. Those one who have access to ICT and the one who does not have an access to ICT. This technology can include as a part of telephone, television, computers and internet connectivity. It is called as digital divide. It is known as digital divide. Okay. Now, the symbols AF are used in which of the following system? So where is these symbols used? Are they binary system? Are they decimal system? Are they hexadecimal? Or they are called as octa number decimal? So the symbols AF are used in which of the following? Is it in the binary, decimal, hexa, octal? So they are used in which of the following term? So let's see, they are used as what? So when we talk about these decimals, they are called as hexadecimal number system. So they are the one which is a part of what? Which is a part of hexadecimal number system. They are a part of what? They are a part of hexadecimal number system. Is it clear? Okay. Yes. Now, let's see what is hexadecimal, binary, decimal or octal, what all this number consists of. So when we talk about, a binary system, the base is 2, okay. So it basically involves 0, the value that is 0 and 1, okay. When we call decimal system, it involves, it is employing 10 as the base, which includes, 0 digits of 0 up to 9. When we call hexadecimal, it is a base 16, okay, which involves numbers 0 to, 9 and alphabets, okay, A to F. Octal number, it is, it is the base, that is, it has a base of 8 and uses number from 0 to 7. So yes, everyone is right for question number 10, but you should know others also. Okay. Coming to question number 11. Okay. High level programming language can be converted into machine language using which of the following? So we are talking about high level programming language which is converted into machine language. Which of the following, it is used? So whether it is used Oracle, whether it is used Compiler, whether it is used MATLAB or whether it is assembler. So high level programming language that can be converted to machine language using which of the following? So which of the following is used? Is it Oracle is used, a Compiler is used, or MATLAB is used, or assembler is used? Which of them is used for the following? Okay. So whether it is Oracle, whether it is Compiler, whether it is MATLAB or whether it is assembler. Yes, let's see. So it is called as what? It is called as compiler, high level language converted. Just now I showed you when I was taking the topic of language, the high level language is converted to machine language with the help of what? Compiler. 11th B, not D, 11th will be B. Okay, so compiler translates the source program into a single line, whereas it is, single line, whereas interpreter goes by line. Compiler is faster, interpreter is slower. Compiler consumes less time, interpreter consumes more time. It is more efficient, it is less efficient. Okay, compilers are large in size, interpreters are smaller in size. Now, here we have some information on the form of digital initiative. Okay, digital initiative, let's see digital initiative and their objectives. So we have NAD, we have Swayam Prabha, we have NDL and we have Swayam. Okay, so let's understand what are the digital initiatives. You have options over here. So this is your option number 1, this is your option number 2, this is your option number 3. So let's see, it's a big question, so it will take a minute's time for you to have a practice of going through all the options and then coming to the right option. So digital initiative and objectives, you need to understand the digital initiatives and various objectives in order to answer the right question. NAD, we have on one hand, we have digital initiatives as NAD, Swayam Prabha, NDL and Swayam. So let's see what are the objectives given, and you need to compare and you need to answer the question. Okay. So I'll just wait for question number 12. This we are at question number 12. Let's see how many of you are able to answer it very well. So yes, let's have a look. So see, option number 2, that is question number 12, option number 2. See, NAD is basically an 24/7 online store useful for national academic awards, that is certificates, degree, etc. Swayam Prabha, it is utilizing the satellite communication in order to transmit the e-contents. NDL is basically used for all digital library stores information, and Swayam, it offers you what? It offers you the online courses. So when I talk about NAD, so let's understand what exactly NAD stands for. It is National Academic Depository. It is called as National Academic Depository with the help of academic awards in the form of certificates, degrees and etc. So that is called as NAD. Okay, that is the first option which we had. And next option, that is NDL. You should know the full form of this also, because it can be asked in any of the form. So NDL is National Digital Library, okay, of India, which has all the information, digital content information. Is it clear? So be careful. You need to know the acronyms tip of the tongue. It can come in the match the followings also. Okay, so NAD is National Academic Depository. I have had the information also. So which is initiative for all the online store for academic records, a 24/7 online store which was started in 2017. The National Digital Library, which is a project which is basically to collect all the data and provide information with reference to digital libraries as well as other relevant resources, that was started in the year 2018. Okay, now coming to question number 13. Okay, we have list 1 and list 2. We have programming language, operating system, internet and application software. You have the listing for that, okay, in the form of wide area network. You have MS PowerPoint, or you have Window XP and C++. Okay, so let's see how it works out. So you have list 1 and list 2, where you have programming language, operating system, internet and application software. Okay, let's see how many of you are able to crack it. So let's understand which is the right answer. So programming language, yes, it is basically C++. So fourth, okay, but if you are seeing fourth wise 2 and 3, so you should go with full option. Operating system, if you go, yes, Windows XP. Internet, wide area network, application software, MS PowerPoint. So you know that D should be 2, D should be 2, A should be 4. So even if you go this way, you will be able to understand the answers, correctly, and accordingly you can find out a right answer for yourself. Okay. Coming to the, yes, I think little bit of questions, little bit was a problem today, but anyways, you can see the question number and answer the question. Question number 15, a dialogue between a human being and a computer program that occurs simultaneously in various forms is called as what? Man-machine speak, binary chat, digital talk, or interactivity. So basically a digital dialogue between a human being and a computer that occurs simultaneously in various forms is called as what? Is it called as man-machine speak? Is it a binary chat? Is it a digital talk? Or is it interactivity? Okay, so basically a dialogue between a human being and a computer will be called as interactivity. It's an interaction, so it will be known as what? It will be called as easy questions. You can try to answer it earlier. Where is RAM located? Is it expansion board? Is it external drive? Is it motherboard? Or is it all the above? So where exactly is your RAM located? Okay, is it expansion board? Is it external drive? Is it motherboard? Or it is all above? So where exactly do you find this RAM located? So your time limit has started. Let's see how many of you are able to come with the right answers within the time limit, or how many of you are able to answer the questions very well. So let's have a look with everyone's so yes, your time limit has started. You have 50 seconds left yet to answer this question. Okay, so let's see, as per the time limit, how many of you have able to answer this question. Okay, I have got one answer. Where is RAM located? As I said, this is just to practice your mock test in your examination. So RAM is located in motherboard. It's not all about. RAM is located in motherboard. So okay, so please remember, we have done RAM and ROM, all the distinguish, all the points. So basically RAM is where is RAM located? It is located in motherboard. So your first answer is option number C. Okay, now yes, option number C. Second question I'll be getting. Second question again I'll be starting with the time limit, so that just to see that everyone gets the habit of answering the question with the time limits. So here comes your second question and your time limit starts. So the second question is basically statement. Statement 1, cache memory is faster than random access memory, and statement 2 is random access memory is closer to the processor than cache memory. So both the statements, are they true, are they false, or are the one specific statement is true and other is false? So you have to answer this question. 50 seconds will be left. Okay, time limit I'm counting. Tomorrow onwards I'll reflect the time limit on the screen also, so that you will get an idea how you are answering the questions within the time limit. So it's about cache memory, which is faster than random access memory. That's tells statement 1. Statement 2 says that random access memory is closer to the processor than cache memory. So let's see how do you go for the statements. 10 seconds are left to you all to answer the question. Okay, so let's see. As per now, see, I'm just going with the time limit just to inculcate that habit of time limit within you. Maybe it is a first day, you may feel it difficult. It's okay. We will keep on doing this on a regular basis. It will get a practice for you. So when we talk about cache memory is faster than random access memory, yes. Statement 1 is it is faster. We have done exclusive session on memory. The statement is true. Okay. And statement 2 says that random access memory is closer to the processor than cache memory. No, the statement 2 is stated to be what? It is stated to be false. Okay, so yes, statement 1 is correct. Gayatri, very good. Bhaktasen, very good. And statement 2 stands to be false. Please write your questions also very well, so it becomes easier for me to refer to the answers. Some students have written only answers. It's difficult to understand which question you're talking about. Okay. Now, see, since cache memory is closer to CPU cache memory is 10 to 100 times faster than RAM. It can get and start processing instructions and data faster, taking just few nanoseconds to respond to the CPU request, and hence statement 1 stands to be correct. Now, a very easy question, everyone. So you can answer this question very well. URL stands for what? So this is just done, in between you will get a breathing time. So easy answers, you can get a boost to answer it within the time limit. So URL starts with uniform resource locator, uniform research locator, uniform resource link, or uniform research link. For question number 3 on your screen, so what is your question number 3 all about? URL stands for what? Is it uniform resource locator? Is it research locator? Or is it resource link? Or it is uniform research link? So yes, I am counting the time limit. You have 50 seconds left with you for as per your time. So let's see how many of you are coming. Question number 3, everyone. 3 is on the screen. So 3 you can answer. Easy question. Okay, great, great. Time limit, yes, let me see the time limit also. Yes, your time is about to, yes, stop. Okay, so here within the time limit, let me see. Yes, many of them have answered yes very correctly. URL stands for uniform resource locator. Very good. So easy questions, at least you can get a boost up that you can answer within the time limit. So URL is nothing but it is called as uniform resource locator, a unique identifier used to locate a resource on the internet. It is also referred to as web address. It consists of multiple parts including the protocol, the domain name, that tell a web browser that how and where to retrieve a resource from. Is it clear? Okay. So now let's go again to your question number 4. So question number 4, okay. Let's start with question number 4. Now question number 4 talks about what? Statement. There are 2 statements. First one, the use of ICT in organizing teaching learning program in the universities has the potential to optimize the learning outcome. Statement 2, formative evaluation or assessment provides support to the enhancing quality of teaching learning sessions. So let's see how we are able to answer this question. Your time limit has already started. So one is the use of ICT in organizing teaching learning program in the universities has potential to optimize learning outcomes, and formative evaluation supports provides supports to enhancing the quality of teaching learning. So let's see, your time limit is also starting. Okay. Okay, your time limit has stopped. So let's see how many of you have able to answer the question correctly. Question number 4. Okay, you have to read the question very well and come to the answer. Very good. Time limit, you both of everyone is trying a level best to answer within the time limit. Yes, both the statements. So if you see the statements correctly, the use of ICT in organizing teaching learning has resulted in optimizing the learning outcomes. Yes, very true. Yesterday also we did one same type of statement but in different way. And yes, formative assessment provides support to enhance the quality of teaching learning. Very true. So both the statements, statement 1 and statement 2 stands to be correct. Okay, great. Do follow this time limit. It will be easier for every one of you for examination. So yes, your next question is on the screen and time limit has started. Which of the following statements are correct? NKN stands for New Knowledge Network. MOOCs are offline courses. National Supercomputing is a government initiative. Clock rate of CPU is measured in gigabytes, and Param Shivaya is a supercomputer. You are supposed to say which statements are correct. bit faster because we are following the time limit as a practice session for you. Yes, which of the statements are correct? Let's see. So time limit, as I said, I will come with the answer only after the time limit. Till then you have the time to go with the answers. So we are talking about the statements which are correct, okay? With reference to what? With reference to the following: about NKM, about MOOS, about national supercomputing and clock rate of CPU, and Param Shivai. 50 seconds are still left with you. Let's see how many of you are correct with your answers for the given question. Question number 5 on screen. Do write your question numbers. It becomes easier for me to look at the answers. Okay, yes, your time limit has stopped. So let's see. So out of the following statements, the one which are correct is C, that is national supercomputing is an initiative of government. Yes. And E, that is Param Shivai, is a supercomputer. Okay, so let's see little bit information about this. Samriha, Fatima, if you don't know the answer, no, you have to wait for me to come to the answer. Okay, so just note, in 20 minutes how many questions you are solving. Irrespective, if you don't know, don't count that question. This is just a practice for your time limit. It's okay, you have to little bit study. Okay, so national NKM is National Knowledge Network, which is nothing but the network which is managed by National Informatics Center, which provides a high speed network, and it's a backbone for education and research institutions. National Supercomputing Mission has enhanced the capacity with NKM. Okay, Param Shivai, yes, it is it is one of the supercomputer which is installed in Banaras Hindu University, which is installed in IIT and Banaras Hindu University. And 2 computers from India, that is Param Siddhi and Mir, have the top 500 list in the world's most super powerful computers. Is it clear? Fatima, I hope I am very clear with you. Answer was option number 1, that is C and E. Okay. Yes. Now coming to your question number 6. So let's see question number 6. Your time limit has started. Which of the following is the major issue arising out of growing reliance on information technology? So we are reliant on information technology, that is IT. So what is the issue in that? Is it profitability? Is it security concern, or it is privacy concerns? So which of them are major issues when it comes to our more of dependence on IT? So whether it is profitability, whether it is security concerns, whether it is privacy concerns, which of them stands to be right? So yes, see, don't worry about the time limit. That is just a practice for you. At the same time, don't ignore the concepts also. Make sure the concepts are good. If you're not knowing any concepts, write and take it down. Okay, you have to revise this concept well. Is it clear? So yes, which of the following are major issues arising out of reliance on IT? Yes, your time limit has stopped. So let's see. Great. Now the speed has started. Okay. So let's see the right answer. So basically it's option number D, that is the concern is not only profitability, security, but privacy. Okay. Everything gets connected. Issues like, more of profit. For profit, people can do anything. Security concerns are there. Privacy concerns are there. So yes, D is the right option. Very good. Okay. Let's go to question number 7. So question number 7 is your match the following. Yesterday also we did some topics out of this, that is VoIP. Yesterday I did this topic for you. Fiber optic cable, URL, and UTP cable. So you have the list A1 as the contents, instruments, and list 2 what it's used for. Whether it is used for transmitting data, phone calls, connecting the computers, or to locate the address. So you have to come with your options for question number 7. Now we have question number 7 on the screen. Your time limit has already started. 50 seconds are yet left. Yes. So let's see how many of you are able to give the answer within the time limit, and if it is correct, to give a boost to yourself. Appreciate yourself and keep doing it well. Okay, let's see. Yes. So as per the options given, okay, let's see. The right option is very good, Fatima. Option number 2. VoIP is nothing but the one which is used to make internet phone calls. Fiber optic cable is the one which makes use of light pulses to transmit data. URL stands for your text used by web browser to locate the web address. We did just now information about it. And UTP cable is most appropriate to connect the computers in small buildings. Okay, fine. 7th is option number 2, Bhaktasen. It's not option number C or 1. It's option number 2. The right option is option number 2. Okay, be careful everyone. Then coming to your next question. So let's see what your next question is all about. So next question. Okay, before we go to next question, I have just shown you the details also. Voice over Internet Protocol, that is VoIP, the acronym Voice over Internet Protocol. You should remember this also, can come as a part of question. Is used as Internet Protocol technology, and it is used to deliver the voice communication. Fiber optical cable is known as optical fiber cable, which is I have shown you, which it's which is used to carry the lights. And we have twisted pair cabling, which is used as to improve the electromagnetic compatibility. Is it clear? Okay, now coming to our next question, question number 8. You have to select the files format which are used for distributing sound across the internet. The file format which are used to create the sound across the internet. So options are given below. Okay. Time limit is there. Okay. Yes, 30 seconds more. I'm just giving you little bit liberty with not exactly following the the pressure on time limit. So otherwise it becomes difficult for the students to respond. So select the options with respect to the formats which is suitable for distributing the sound files over the internet, across the internet. So let's see which is the topic coming off, or which is the right answer. Yes, 8th one. Okay, Gayatri has already answered. Others, okay, let's see the time limit. Okay, let's stop as per the time limit. So yes, MIDI, wave, WMA and MP3, these are the options which comes to distributing the sound files across the internet. So that is musical instrument digital interface, waveform audio file, Windows Media Audio. This is all acronyms, full form I have mentioned over here. MP3 is a short form for MPEG, that is audio layer 3. And MPEG stands for Motion Experts Group, Pictures Expert Group. So this slide is also important. You need to know the details. It can come in any form of question. Okay, coming to the next question now. Let's see. So which is the largest unit? Yesterday I told you I'll be taking some questions on the unit also. Unit of storage among the following. So terabyte, petabytes, exabyte or yottabyte. So which stands to be the largest? So from the list given below, the options given below, which is one of the largest unit? Okay, your time limit has also started. So let's see how many of you are answering as per the time limit. So which of the largest unit of storage among the following? So is it is it terabyte, petabyte, exabyte or yottabyte? Aslam, very good morning. You have still 10 questions to go, so you can just catch up the speed with us and answer the questions. Today I'm little bit strict on time limit, so I'm just stopping as per the time limit. So let's see how many of you are able to crack it within the time limit. Yes, question number 9 everyone. Okay, we have already got the answer, started getting the answers. I'll stop as per the time limit till the time you have the time to answer the question. Okay, time limit is over. So it is not okay, C, D. Okay, a lot of confusions. It means your memory chart should be properly learned. It is yottabyte. If you see this is yesterday I have told you. Okay, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte. Till terabyte we used to have question, but now the questions are going further. Petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte and brontobyte and job byte. So you have to remember this sequence. I have specifically given. Yesterday also I gave this one of the question, but I said as per the coming days I'll start increasing the level of questions. Okay, yes, answers are different, but the right answer is yota byte. Okay, okay, come on. Coming to your next question with your time limit. Okay, your time limit has started and the question is on the screen. The set of computer programs that manage the hardware and software of the computer. So both hardware and software is managed by whom? Is it a compiler? Is it operating machine? Is it an operating system, or none of the above? So when we are talking about your set of computer program, okay, that manages hardware as well as software, it's indicated as what? Is it indicated as a compiler? Is it indicated as operating machine? Is it indicating as operating system? Or it is indicated none of this? Yes, I have told that when it is not possible for you to write faster, you can anytime take the screenshot and keep it for your reference. Okay. Yes, the set of computer programs that manages hardware and software. Shrinu, which answer this is? You can let me know the answer. Okay, time limit is about to end. I'll come to the right answer also. Yes, so let's see, the time has stopped. Let's see the answer. Okay, so it is basically very easy question. It is operating system. You should definitely get a right question within the right time limit. Yes, many of you have answered it well within the time limit. Now more 10 questions are there. So 10 questions we have completed, 10 yet are there. So you have to buck up your speed. The next question is on the screen. Everyone, which of the following is a type of malware intentionally inserted into the software system that will set off a malicious functions when specified conditions are met? Okay, this is a worm, Trojan, spyware, or logic bomb. So we are talking about a system, a malware which is intentionally inserted with respect to with the intention of a malicious function when specified conditions are met. Sorry. So according to the given set of question, what will be the answer? Okay. Rosalind, a very good morning. Even you can, remaining 10 questions are there still for your practice. So you can start with the questions and come to the answers. We have on lecture for first day, we have done virus questions and the topic also. So let's see. Yes, your time limit has stopped. Okay. So the answer is yes, logic bomb. Answer is logic bomb. It's okay. I'll explain you this question specifically. See, when we talk about question number 11, the answer is 4, that is D. Logic bomb is a piece of code which is intentionally inserted into a software system, okay, that will set off the malicious function when specified conditions are met. So here, for example, a programmer may hide a piece of code that starts deleting the file. When we talk about spyware or Trojan programs, they are even more dangerous because they both form the malicious software called as malware. Spyware is a software that is installed on the computer either directly or inadvertently. A Trojan program is similar to a spyware except that is packaged as another program. Okay, that comes as another program. Yes, so let's start now our next set of question. Okay, let's see how many of you are able to answer it. SMPT is an acronym for what? ICT, it comes in your first paper, paper 1. Fatima, for paper 1 it's a compulsory module. Okay, so it is for everyone. Okay, whatever I'm doing, it is with respect to paper 1 unit. Fine, dear. Okay, so yes, next an easy question to breathe for your understanding. So let's see how many of you are able to do it. SMPT, just it stands for Simple Mail Transport Protocol or Simple Mail Terminal Protocol, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, or it is Simple Mail Transition Protocol. 11th, okay, yes, answer has already started. Sorry, question number 12, answer has already started. Okay, Yes, time limit. The moment time limit stops, I will stop. Okay, so that you will understand within this time you are supposed to give the answer. You still have a time, you can go with that. Okay, easy question. I don't think so. You should really, takes time. So SMPT stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Okay, it is called as Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. So it is an internet standard communication protocol for electronic mail transmission. Mail servers and other messages transfer agents sends SMT to send and receive mail messages, which was introduced in 1981 and modified and extended multiple amounts of time. Somewhere this topic question comes. Okay, so I've added this. Coming to the next question now. Next question is basically a statement question. Okay, so let's see how the statement question is, what exactly the question is about. Statement, you have to tell whether it is true in respect to Bluetooth wireless technology. So Bluetooth is a wireless technology which can be used to connect a headset to a mobile phone. It has a long range wireless technology and is at a low cost. It means low cost to transfer the data. So you have to answer whether statements are true, false, or which statements are correct, whether it is statement P or whether it is statement Q. Shrinu, the schedule, as I said yesterday also, it will come. The moment it comes, it will be reflected as a part of notification on the channel also. So don't worry, it will be coming as per the set given dates, within the given dates only. Okay. Yes, everyone, time limit and question answer. Yes, time limit is about to end, everyone. So let's see how many of you are answering it within the time limit. Okay, so yes, question number 13. Yes, only very good, Bhaktasin. Only statement P, that is Bluetooth is a wireless technology which can be used to connect a headset to a mobile phone. Yes. Is a long range wireless technology? No, the range is definite, so it's not basically long range. So yes, only statement P stands to be correct. Okay, those who have answered within the time limit, keep it up. Those who are little bit lacking, just understand that you have to little boost up your time zone and span in order to come to the answers correctly. Okay, to complete your paper. So Bluetooth is a protocol for wireless communication over short distances, as I said, which was developed in 1990s. Devices such as mobile laptops, PCs, printers, digital cameras, okay, are connected and exchange of information is done. This is done with using the radio waves and it can be done securely. It is used for a relatively short distance like few meters. So this was question number Q, which was stated to be false. Okay, coming to your next question is about statement. Okay, again your time limit has started. So it is about a statement which is true. So it is about operating system. So operating system controls peripheral and allocates memory and organize the data. OS provides protection against virus and control peripherals. OS control peripheral and allocates memory and processor time. It controls the processor and peripherals and allows the user to connect to the internet. I've just drawn the lines so that it becomes easier for you to come to the answer. It will give you all the statements very correctly. Okay, yes. Let's see. We are talking about the true statement with reference to operating system, that is OS. Okay. Time limit is there, still there. You can come to the answers very well. Yes, everyone. So let's see, your time limit is over. So yes, when we talk about operating system, the statement which is true with respect to operating system is an operating system peripheral controls peripheral, allocate memory and processor time. Okay, 14, option number 14. 14th is not option number A. It is option number C, that is controlling peripheral. Yes, it allocates memory and organize. Instead of organizing, it talks about the processor time. Is it clear? Okay. Coming to question number 15. What does you talk about when you write an email? what does BCC stands for. Okay, so BCC stands for, again here I am drawing the lines so that it becomes easier for you to remember. Read it. Okay, so here you can, time where you can utilize little more easy questions, you can utilize less time, and that you can compensate over here because the question is a bit lengthy. So blind computer communication, blind carbon copy, blind computer communication, or blind carbon copy. Okay, but the options read inside very well are a little bit different. So let's see what we are talking with respect to BCC. So with regards to email, what does BCC means? Question number 15 we have came to, time limit is there. You can see the options very well and come to the right answer. Yes. Okay, we have ended up with our time limit. So let's see. 15th, yes, very good, Poonam. A great timing. So this uses BCC, that is blind carbon copy. So the user specified in BCC field will get the email and see the address to CC also and to field. Okay, so BCC can understand to and CC, but to and CC will not understand BCC. Is it clear? Option number 2, 15th question, option number 2 is the right answer. Reading is very important for this. Okay, question number 16 now. So let's see question number 16, what question number 16 talks about. So question number 16 is basically about example of proprietary system software. Is it Linux? Is it Microsoft Internet Explorer? Is it Microsoft Office, or is it Microsoft Windows? So we are talking about what? We are talking about something called as proprietary system software. Okay. So let's see how many of time limit. I'm keeping a tab on time limit also. So how many of you are able to answer the question number 16 on the screen? So basically it is talking about the example of what? It is talking about the example of proprietary system software. Okay, time limit is about to end. Yes, let's see. Okay, so let's see the answer. So basically when we talk about proprietary system software, so it is Microsoft Windows is the right answer. Proprietary system software that Microsoft is the right answer for question number B. Okay, Poonam, that is question number 16, option number D, okay, is the right answer. Fine. Now see, proprietary software, also known as non-free software or closed source software, which the software publishers or another person reserve some rights from license to use, to modify, or to share the software. It sometimes includes even the patent rights. The right answer is option number D for question number 16. Okay, now let's start with the next question. Dash is a program, computer program that spreads by inserting copies of itself into a executable code or documents. Dash is a program which spreads by inserting copies of itself into executable code or documents, whether it is operating system, whether it's computer virus, whether it's firewall, or is it antivirus. Okay, time limit is already started. You're talking about this program which spreads by inserting copies of itself into executable code, okay, or documents. So it is called as what? It is known as what? You have still time limit left with you to answer the question. Okay, let's see how many of you are able to answer it. Okay, so yes, the program which is spreads by inserting the copies itself, it is computer virus. Question number 17, the program is called as what? It's called as computer virus. Yes, 17 is not operating system, Tribeni, it's computer virus. Okay, question number 18, Again, I have brought question on memory, so that the table and chart becomes very proper with your minds, that is your memory. So 1 terabyte of memory is equal to what? So now they are talking about terabyte. 1 terabyte is what? Is it 102 kilobytes? Is it 102 into 102 kilobytes, or is it thrice, or is it 4 times bytes? So let's see. 1 terabyte TB of memory. I've shown you the chart also. 1 terabyte is of memory is equal to what? Question number 18 we are into. Sassy, I think your internet is little bit lacking because you are on 16th and we are on 18th question right now. Question number 18th, everyone. 1 terabyte of memory is equal to what? What does 1 terabyte of memory is equal to? Yes, you have still time limit with you. I'm waiting so that as per the time limit you will also understand this much time you have to attempt the question and come to the answer. Okay. Okay, so your time limit is over. Let's see how many of you have answered. 18th, yes. So 1 terabyte is 1024 into 1024 into 1024 kilobytes. Very good. Time limit is also maintained. Very great. Okay. Question number 19 now. Dash denotes an error in the computer program. It's about error, and this is one of the previous year question paper. I have seen this question in previous year also. So we are talking about the error in a computer program. I have set the time limit. Let's see how many of you can answer within the time span. So dash denotes an error into computer program. Is it bug? Is it virus? Is it spam? Or is it bit? What exactly the error denotes in a computer program? What is a technical term for that? Okay, time limit is also there. Good. Okay, time limit, answering time limit is still there, but answers have already came. Let me give the entire proper time limit so that those who are reading it can come. Okay, others have already answered. Very good. Great. Okay, so your time limit is about to get done. Yes, stop. So that is bug. Very good, everyone. Almost everyone has answered correctly. So software bug is an error or a flaw that causes to produce incorrect or unexpected result. It can definitely help the it can definitely cause the program to crash or freeze the computer. Very good. So now, yes, coming to the last question with the time limit, I will start. In audio and video compression, the term RGB means what? So whether it is red, gray, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, black, or red, gray, black. So with reference to audio and video compression, what does the term or the acronym RGB stands for? Okay. Let's see how many of you are able to answer. Time limit you have. Okay. Okay, still you have time limit for question number 20, and yes, your time is about to get over. Yes, your time limit has stopped. So audio video compression, the term RGB stands for red, green, blue. So I'll just have a small explanation for you. So the computer's native color space and the system for capturing and displaying color images electronic, for which it needs to create color by that is used by generating the red, green and blue lights. Okay, so it is red, that is R, the number 1. So question number 1 talks about which of the following is the appropriate definition of IT, that is information technology. So for that we have given options. So I'm just underlining all the options. It refers to use of hardware and software for processing information. It refers to use of hardware and software for distribution of information. It refers to use of hardware software for storage, retrieval, processing and distributing. And it refers to the principle of physical science and social science for processing of many kinds of information. So these are the 4 points, options which are given for your paper, for your question. That is the definition of IT, that is nothing but information technology. Your time limit has already started. As I said, we will be doing each question time limit wise so that it becomes a good enhancement for you in order to practice the questions with time limit. So almost the time is about to end. So let's see how many of you, yes, so your time limit is over. So let's see how many of you have, answered for question number 1. How many of you are right with paper question answer for question number 1, which is reflected on the screen. That is definition of information technology under the topic ICT. Okay, Gayatri, yes. Srinu, Gayatri, Maiti and Jayarani, very good morning. Yes, Gayatri has already answered. Okay, yes, very good. So it is very basic meaning of IT, but reading carefully comes to a very a filtration of the answer and the correct answer, which says that IT is nothing but the use of hardware, software. Yes, but apart from hardware and software, storage of information, retrieving, getting back the information, processing and distribution of information also plays an important role. So yes, IT refers to storage, retrieval, processing, distribution along with the use of hardware and software. Very good. And make sure that this time limit is followed for your good enhancement of the practice of your paper 1. Let's go to question number 2. But before we go to question number 2, these points were used in one of the papers. So let's quickly revise these points. So IT is the use of computers to store or retrieve the data and information. It is typically used within the context of business operations as opposed to personal or entertainment technologies. It is considered to be a subset of information and communication technology. Now there was one question on statement, IT is a subset of ICT. So just remember that very well. It's not vice versa. Okay, so let's go for question number 2. So yes, I'll be starting your time limit so that it will be easier for you to understand your questions and answers for the same. So yes, so give me a minute. Yes, so let's go to question number 2. So question number 2 talks about which of the following is termed as multimedia education. So it is talking about what? It is talking about multimedia education. So your time limit has started. That is ICT supported education, ICT enabled education, ICT education, or none of the above, which is known as multimedia education. Okay, let's see how many of you are able to answer this question. The options are given below. What is also, or which of the term is also known as multimedia education? So they have given you the following terms and they are asking you about multimedia education. So let's see. Yes, question number 2 on the screen, everyone. Options A, B, C, D. So let's see the time limit. Yes, it's about to end. Yes, so your time limit has already ended. So Gayatri, Shreen, okay, Gayatri, yes, Raj, Shrinu, Maiti has answered. So basically, multimedia education is nothing, but it is also called as what? ICT supported education. So multimedia is nothing but ICT supported education. Great. Okay. So let's proceed towards question number 3 Okay, before we go to question number 3, so basically multimedia is a combination of what? You may get this question. It is not only the combination of text, video, sound, but also graphics and animation that makes the powerful tool for education. So the 5 basic types of media into the learning environment is text, video, sound, graphics, animation. Okay, keep these small points also in mind very well, because the question can come in any form. Is it clear? Okay, moving towards your question number 3. Now question number 3 talks about CBT stands for what? Is it your central basic training? Is it your computer based training? Is it your computer basic test, or is none of the above? So for such type of easy questions, I don't think so you should take maximum amount of time. You can utilize this balanced time in some difficult questions. So we have also studied CBT is basically what? Is it central based training, computer based training, computer based test, or none of the above? Let's see how many of you are able to answer this question. CBT stands for what? It's a central basic training, it's a computer based training, or it's computer based basic test, or none of the above. Yes, coming to question number 3, everyone, we have started with, yes, students have started with all the, so let's see the time limit. Okay, it's about to end now. Yes, so your time limit is already ended. So let's see how many of you have answered for question number 3. Okay, question number 3, Raj, Maiti. Okay. Okay, CBT. Now please remember, I have done this, very well. It's not computer basic test. It is computer based training. It's not it is not a basic test. It's basically called as an ICT. It is called as computer based training. The right option is option number B and not option number C. Question number 3, just little bit of confusion everyone has. So question number 3 is basically computer based training. It's not computer basic test. Is it clear? Just correct your understanding for question number 3. A very basic question it was, but anyways, if you're not aware, so it's computer based training. Fine. Now let's understand what exactly do you have information about computer based training. So computer based training involves the use of personal or networked computer for delivery and access of training programs, that is Moodle. Okay, it is particularly useful when training the learners, okay, on a specific computer application with respect to knowledge or skills. There are other terms, there are various types for CBT, that is computer managed learning, that is CML, or managed learning environment, MLE, integrated learning system, that is ILS, or it is also called as electronic performance support system, that is called as EPSS. So please try to update your information for this topic. Computer based training is nothing but a training program, basically helped or with the help of the computers in the form of Moodle, which is used in order to train the learners. There are various types. It is also called as computer managed training, learning, CML. It is also called as learning environment, MLE, or it is also called as integrated learning system, ILS, or it is electronic performance support system. So it is EPSS. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's go for question number 4. Now question number 4 talks about what? The EarnNet. It stands for what? Is it engineering and research network? Is it external and regulated network? Is it educational and research network, or none of the above? And yes, if you people feel acronyms are very much part of your examination. In 2021 questions also, 22 also, we had simple questions on acronym. So please remember very well, you should be aware of these acronyms very properly. So the EarnNet stands for what? Time limit I have given so that every student comes up with the question and understand the time limit also. So let's see how many of you are able to okay. Yes. Shrinu, yes, you want to tell something? You have just written a sentence. Is it the sentence you want to say something? You can please put it in the chat box. ERNET stands for what? Is it in engineering and research network? Is it external and regulated network? Is it educational and research network, or none of the above? Let's see. Question number 4th. Okay, question number 4th. Let's see the right answer. Time limit is done. So the right answer stands for what? The right answer stands for educational and research network. Okay, so let's little bit have information about the same. So when we talk about educational and research network, it is an autonomous scientific society of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, which has a significant contribution of networking in country. It is the one which provides, access to the network through various connectivity options like email hosting, domain registration, okay, MPLS or VNP, that is multi-protocol label switching, to create virtual private networks, that is VPN. So please remember, this is the network which is used in educational field with an importance of networking through various connectivity options. Is that clear? Okay. Coming to question number 5. So let's see question number 5. So question number 5 talks about which of the following institutions ERNET is used to connect computers. So I've just extended the same topic, that which institutions use this connectivity. So is it IICSEs, is this IITs, is this National Center for Software Technology, or all of the above? Which of the following institutions use ERNET in order to connect the computers? So the institutions list is given to you. You just have to select the institutions, the right institutions where this connection where the computers are connected with the help of ERNET. Okay, question number 5, everyone. Yes, just make sure, in case if you are little bit lacking behind, just put the question number so that I will understand which questions you are talking basically about. Okay, so yes, as per your time limit, yes, very good. Okay, all of the above, all of the above. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so which of the following institutions ERNET is used to connect the computers? It is used by IISCs, it is used by IITs, it is used by National Center for Software Technology in order to gain educational network, okay, with respect to various connectivity. Yes, okay, so let's quickly have a look. So IICS, that is Indian Institute of Science, is a public deemed research university with respect to higher education which makes use of ERNET. IITs, that is Indian Institutes of Technology, yes, do makes use of ERNET. Even the National Center for Software Technology, that is now known as what? Now known as SIDAC, the Center for Development of Advanced Computing, earlier which was called as NCST, that is Center for Software Technology, is basically having good hold over the research and development. And yes, in order to have a multi lingual technologies, it is also using ERNET projects. Okay, through ERNET projects it make a use of it. Now question number 6 now on the screen, everyone. Which of the following is not, okay, just read the question very carefully. Which of the following is not included in the 4 basic dimensions of ICT? So there are basic dimensions of ICT. So which of them from the given list is not included? Okay, so whether it is skills, whether it is infrastructure, whether it is attitude, or whether it is personal. So which of them is not a part of the dimension of ICT from the given below? So we have 4 dimensions. One is the skills, one is the infrastructure, one is the attitude, and one is the personal. So which does not plays a role in the dimensions given below? Okay, so let's see how many of you are coming to the correct answer. Okay, yes, question number 6, everyone. You have time limit less to answer the question. Let me see how many of you are able to get it. Okay. Yes, I'm just waiting so for as per the time limit so that others can also answer. Yes, very good. Okay, so let's see. Yes, the one of the dimension which is not the dimension of ICT given below. So yes, that is attitude. Very good. Everyone within the time limits and quickly answered the question. Yes, attitude does not forms the dimension. So please remember, skills, infrastructure, personal gets, the dimensions are a part of dimensions, not attitude. Fine. Now, question number 7 on the screen, everyone. So question number 7 talks about what? It talks about which of the following open source e-learning platform. So which of the following platform has been developed by IIT Kanpur? So we are talking about open source e-learning platform, but the one which is developed by IIT Kanpur. Is it eGyan? Is it eSaraswati? Is it Brahaspati, or none of the above? Okay. Which of them is about, learning platform, e-learning platform which is developed by IIT Kanpur? So let's see the learning platform which has been developed by IIT Kanpur. Yes, question number 7. Okay, question number 7 answers has already started. Others? Okay, the time limit is done. So yes, Brihaspati is the platform which has been, has been developed by IIT Kanpur. Okay, so let's have a look at this little bit of information. So Brihaspati is one of the open learning platform, independently highly scalable content delivery tool for learning, which is developed by IIT Kanpur. One can enter into this as a student, as an instructor, or even in the admin mode. eGyan is nothing but a platform which is platform for all the entities, including student, teacher, management, parents, non-teaching staff that belongs to educational institution. eSaraswati is a unique comprehensive ERP product with interactive platform for all the entities, and ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning, which is a software which is used by various organizations in order to manage their day-to-day business accounting. Okay, is it clear? Yes. So let's see now next question, everyone. So let's go for next question. So next question is, which of the following parameter, so which of the parameter or a pointer or a dimension is used for expansion of higher education with the help of ICT? So which parameter is used for expansion of higher education with the help of ICT? That is access, equity, resources, or all the above. So all the above, or you have only limited, access. So let's see. Which of the parameter is used for the expansion of higher education with the help of ICT? Okay, so as per your time limit, you have to ensure that your time limit starts well. Okay. Yes, so your time limit, okay, fine. Yes, very good. So if you see, okay, yes, so if you see, when we talk about higher education, irrespective whether we are using ICT or any other parameter, but higher education has these three objectives, that is equity, accessibility, and all the resources available. So yes, all the options are definitely used for the expansion of higher education with ICT. Now the reason is that these are the main objectives of ICT, and hence even if it is we are using ICT, it will be required. Yes. Now coming next to is the next acronym. TKDL stands for what? So we have acronym that is called as TKDL. Is it traditional NAC digital library, or is it knowledge digital library, or is it knowledge desktop literature, or is it knowledge digital library? So basically, what does TKDL stands for? Okay, Let's see how many of you are able to do this answer. Question number 9, everyone. Yes, question number 9. Okay, ninth answer has started coming in. Okay, so let's see the time limit. Yes. Okay. You have some time to answer the question, those who have not yet answered the question. Okay, so let's see what is the right answer. Yes, many of you have answered. Let's see what is the right answers are fluctuating, but okay. So it is not knowledge transfer digital library. It is traditional knowledge digital library. So NTKDL stands for traditional knowledge digital library. Let's have a look at it. Basically what it is concerned with. So traditional knowledge digital library, which started in 2011, okay, is one of the collaboration of Council of Scientific Indian Research and Ministry of Ayurveda. Okay, so which studies, medicines, including Arabian medicine, South India medicines or Tibetan medicines, and part even inclusion of homeopathy medicines. So basically, in order to stop the prevention of misappropriation of countries' medicinal knowledge, this initiative was taken in order to ensure that the 70% of the population and livelihood, okay, people are dependent on this occupation. So yes, so this was basically an initiative with the name Traditional Knowledge Digital Library to maintain or to preserve the medicinal knowledge of India. Is it clear? Okay, yes. So let's see question number 10. So question number 10, this question also is very regular question, but different ways of asking this question. Digital device is a term which is used in context of differentiation in use of what? So digital divide, we are talking about what? We are talking about digital divide. We have studied this question in almost every unit in a different way. In teaching aptitude also this question was asked. In communication also we studied this question. So digital divide is a term which is used in context of differentiation of IT or ICT with help of what? It is to develop between the developed and developing nations, urban and rural India, both A and B, and none of the above. It is used for what? Yes, let's see how many of you are able to answer this question with the time limit zone. Yes, let's see what is the right answer. Okay, 10. So yes, so digital divide is basically, it's not only between developed and developing nations, but also, between the rural and urban India. So it is both option A as well as option B. So the right option comes as C because it includes both A and B. Okay, very good. Time limit also some students are following. Great. Make sure that you are having this consistency on daily basis till your examination. Now, in hypermedia database, information bits are stored in what form? So we are talking about hypermedia database. So the information bits are stored in what? Is it stored in signal form? Is it stored in cubes, nodes, or symbols? What it is stored in? Okay, let's see. I have just time limit also I'm following. One of the easy answer you people can, question number, waiting for your question number 11 for everyone. Yes, you have time limit so that you can come with the right answer. Question number 11th on the screen. In hypermedia database, information bits are stored in the form of what? So let's see how many of you are able to answer. Yes, question number 11, D. Others? Okay, so let's see. So information stored in the form of what? It is stored in the form of notes. Hinduja, just yes. UGC GRF, yes, very good. Information is stored in the form of notes, not cubes, not symbols, or not signals. The right answer here is notes. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's have a look at it also. So basically a hypermedia database is nothing but a computer information retrieval system. It is one of the system that allows a user to access and work on audiovisual recordings, text, graphic, photograph. So the World Wide Web is one of the perfect example of hypermedia database. So hypertext refers to the system which manages information, and yes, it helps to connect hypertext with other media such as graphics, sounds and animation. But what it is, the information bits called as? It is called as notes. Is it clear? Yes. Now take an example. Let's start with a new question, that is question number 12. An electronic billboard that has a short or a graphical advertising message is referred as what? Question number 12, everyone has already started answering. Okay, let's see. An electronic billboard that has a short text or a graphic advertising message. Is it called as bulletin? Is it called as strap? Is it called as bridge line, that is computer network, or banner? What is an electronic billboard that has a short text or graphic advertising message referred to, or what it is called as? Is it bulletin, it is strap, is it bridge line, or is it banner? What it is known as? Yes, your time limit is, you have time limit yet to answer your question. Question number 12. Shrinu has already, Gayatri, Shrinu and Nishi Kumar has already answered. So let's see. Okay, your time limit is done. So basically, yeah, I don't know, 12th question immediately someone answered, but electronic billboard, okay, I see I have a diagrammatic presentation also for you. So it is nothing but a large outdoor advertising structure, which will definitely, have, few seconds of display with specific image, okay, and it is basically to promote the short text or a graphical message with the help of sounds or video clips. So electronic billboard that has a short text or graphical advertising message is called as banner, is referred as what? It is referred as banner. Okay, 12th question is answer option number D, not A, B or C. Is it clear? Now coming to question number 13. So question number 13 is about the concept of intelligence is derived from what? We have done this question. I have brought this question once again as a revision question just to check whatever we are doing on daily basis, is it you are remembering or not. So this should go 100% right. The concept of connect intelligence is derived from what? What it is derived from? Virtual reality, fuzzy logic, Bluetooth technology, or value-added network. So the concept of connect intelligence is derived with the help of what? Question number 17, everyone. Time limit is also there, so you can answer the question. The concept of connect intelligence is derived with the help of what? What is the concept of intelligence, connect intelligence derived from? Yes, as per the time limit, I'm just waiting for everyone. Time limit is there so that you can come to the right answer with Okay, coming to the right answer. I haven't got, okay, yes, some students have answered 9, still some are still wrong. See, we have done this concept very well. The concept of connect intelligence is derived from value added network. I have done this just in this week itself. I have done. Today I have taken this question just as a revision base, just to see if the things are properly captured or revised. this concept was done very well, that it is nothing but a type of a security to ensure that the information is, it's filtered and it's reaching to the customer with the help of what? With the help of the connectivity device which are connected. So be careful. Any such mistakes you should avoid. As I said, we have done this recently. Should not be, it should not be able to skip from your mind. Now next is information and communication technology includes what? What does information and communication technology includes? Online learning, learning through use of EduSat, web-based learning, or all the above. What is information and communication technology includes? So from the list given below, what does it includes? Okay, online learning, learning through the use of educational satellite, web-based learning, or all the above. So let's see how many of you are answering this question. Yes, question number 14th on the screen, everyone. 13th, yes, 13th question, everyone was right. We have now question 14th on the screen, everyone. You have to talk about information and communication technology includes what? What is included as a part of communication and information technology? Yes, okay. Yes, very good. Yes, as per the time limit, the communication and information technology includes not only online learning, but also learning through use of educational satellite, web-based learning, and that's the reason the question option is D, all the above. Okay. So that is GeoSatellites 3, which is also known as EduSat, is meant for distance classroom education from school level to higher education. This was first dedicated educational satellite that provided, communication to the classroom for delivering educational material. Is it clear? Okay. Now, question number 15. The institution promoted by Department of IT to provide communication infrastructure and services to academic research institutions in India. They are called as what? What is the institution known as? InflibNet, UGC, NET, or none of the above. So the institution which were promoted by the Department of IT to provide communication infrastructure and services to academic research institution in India is called as what? The options are InflibNet, UGC, NET, and none of the above. Let's see how many of you are able to come to the answer properly. Yes. The institution promoted by Department of IT to provide communication infrastructure and services to academic institutions in India. So it is basically called as what? Okay, 15th. Yes, 15th answer. Okay. You still have time limit to answer the questions. Let me see how many of you are correct with the answers. Okay. So the institution which promoted were by the Department of IT to provide communication infrastructure and services to the research institutes of India is nothing but we have done no research. We have just seen all the A-listed research institutes are connected with the help of ERNET. Question number 15, it's option number C. ERNET, Educational Research Network. Be careful, these all things are very, very small, but very important when your content is clear, but the concept is not, you're not able to get it. So make sure. What I'm going to do is in the coming days, in the second cycle, I will also take your previous year question paper, especially emphasizing on 2021 and 2022 papers. Okay, so yes, let's go to the next question. Which of the following term is closely related to main memory? So whether it is non-volatile, permanent, control unit, or temporary unit. Okay, we have 16 questions today. 16th question also I have taken. I couldn't finalize 20, but yes, 16th question we will do. Which of the following is termed as, or it is related to main memory? That is non-volatile, permanent, control, or temporary. Let's see how many of you are answering this question as per the time limit. Okay, so let's see how many of you have answered the question as per the time limit given. Okay, yes, question number 16. So following term which is most closely related to main memory. Main memory, it is related to main memory. Okay, now see over here before we go to the answer. Now see, we are talking about what? Basically we are talking about the difference between RAM and ROM. Okay, so main memory, so it is basically called as what? It is the term which is related to main memory is nothing but a temporary storage. Answers, some students none of the student has given the correct answer. So it is temporary memory which is associated with RAM. The storage which is done in megabytes, which is volatile, which is used in normal operations. Yes, writing the data is faster compared over here, whereas your ROM is the permanent memory where this data is stored in gigabytes, which is non-volatile, which is needed for startup process of the computer, and here the data is relatively slower. So please try to understand, my question was related to main memory. So main memory, it is basically called as temporary memory. Is it clear? Okay, just ensure that you are really working well. So for that, what I'll be doing is that, see, anyways we are left with only one unit, that is our people development and environment. Next week I'll complete this unit, and after that I'm going to revise all the latest papers so that your concepts are clear, you have little of knowledge, and also you will understand that how the questions were asked recently. So it will help you to prepare yourself best for the coming examination. But make sure that you are attending the classes very well. You are attending live classes, so it becomes easier for you to get your doubts also sorted out. So yes, following memory correctly list, that is, we have a following list, out of which you have to tell that which of the list correctly talks about computer memory types from lowest to highest speed. And even this particular question was being seen into 2021 also. So I'll be taking I'll be taking in detail the memory topic today so that you have all the idea. But before that, you have to answer this question. Your time limit has already started. So let's see how many of you are able to answer this within the time limit. The question is reflected on the screen. The question is about computer memory types, which is going from lowest to highest. So remember, here it can be odd man out in any form. I mean to say, in any form the question will be highest to lowest, lowest to highest. So you need to just be careful about the question type and try to answer this question. Your time limit is going on. Okay, so let's see, the time limit is over. So let's see how many of you, okay, question number 1, C, good. Okay, answers have started falling in, very good. So let's see what is the right answer. Yes, the right answer is C, that is secondary memory, main memory and cache memory. Okay, but let's have little bit look at this topic little in detail, so that any of the student who are not able to answer or are not knowing about memory in detail, you can have a revision. So memory, that is cache memory, is a type of fast, relatively small memory that is stored on the computer hardware, commonly shortened as cache. It is classed as random access memory, that is RAM, which computer processes can access more quickly than regular RAM. Okay, so this is what basically an idea about a cache memory. Now Let's see the order. So we have magnetic taps, we have magnetic disks, we have main memory, cache memory, registered memory. So this magnetic disks and magnetic tapes are called as auxiliary memory, whereas your main memory is called as primary memory. And as you are going ahead, the order increase, there is an increase in order to access, you know, the time ratio. But then still little bit in more detail, we'll have this from this particular diagram. So we have magnetic tape, we have optical discs, we have magnetic discs, main memory, cache memory, and CPU registers. So how, see, as we go ahead, the speed increases, that is from magnetic tape to CPU registers. So in external memory, that is the magnetic, optical and magnetic tapes are the form of what? External memory, whereas main memory and cache memory including CPU registers are considered as what? They are considered as internal memory. So just keep these points in mind, because many students get confused. So you should be able to understand them when you get the proper question. Okay, so now let's go to question number 2. So now question number 2 is about speed of internet is measured in what? So we are talking about what? We are talking about the speed. We are talking about the speed of internet. So speed of internet is into GSZ, GPPS, okay, GB or DPI. So what is the speed of internet measured in? Speed of internet is basically in what form? So let's see, speed of internet is basically in what form. Question number 2, your time limit has already started. I have made time limit is started. So make sure that you're answering within the time limit. Question number 2 is on the screen. Okay. Speed of internet, Gayatri is B. Okay. Hinduja is A. Okay. Others can please answer, that is your as per your time limit. I'll wait just till time limit so that you know you will understand whether you are answering the questions as per your time limit or not. You have time still. Those who have not answered can answer the question. Okay. Yes, your almost time limit is almost end now. Yes, so let's see how many of you have answered correctly. 2A, 2B. Okay, so let's see what's the right answer. So when we talk about speed of internet, so speed of internet is basically measured in gigabytes. Who Gayatri is right, Nishikumar is also right. So let's see, Maiti is also right. Okay, so gigahertz, this first option is gigahertz, which is used to measure the power of home or office computers. So gigahertz is basically the power of computer. Gigabytes is, you know, the speed of internet. GB is just gigabyte. It's byte is the measurement of data, and DPI, it's, you know, it's basically, DPI is used for printers. Okay, so I'm not specifically telling full form because I think this question I've added today. Okay, I hope everyone has noted down. I just took a pause for a minute, second, so that you can note down the details and make sure that you're revising it very well. Is it clear? So the speed of internet is something which is called as gigabytes, or it is called as gigabytes per second. Is it clear? Okay, let's go to question number 3 now. Your time limit has started. So going on for question number 3, using a website to pour out one's grievance. So a website where we pour out one's grievances is called as what? Cyber venting, web hate, or web anger, or cyber abuse. So in order to use a website which is used or to pour one's grievances will be called as what? Will be known as what? Okay, I'm just waiting for the time limit. Your time limit's already started. So let's see how many of you are able to answer this question within the time limit. Question number 3 is already started. Okay, answers are already started from the students. 3A. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's see. Very good. Okay, so let's see. Time limit is over. So yes, so you basically see using a website to pour one's grievances. Okay, where you are speaking about your complaints or your grievances. Grievances is nothing but it is called as complaint. So it is nothing but it is called as what? It is called as cyber venting. So the website which is used to pour one's grievances. Grievances, it means complaints. Okay, is called as what? It is called as cyber venting. Okay, now let's see question number 4. So question number 4 is basically on what? Question number 4 is basically on e-governance deals. So let's see what this question talks about. So the question talks about one aspect of e-governance deals with the flow of information between the government and citizens. Which of the following are government's to citizen initiatives? So this e-government, as they said, they deal with the flow of information between government and citizen, and which of them are government to citizen initiative? Is it e-help, is it e-health, or is it e-tendering, or is it e-feedback? So what comes under the government to citizen initiatives? So the initiatives which are taken by the government for the citizens, and such initiatives are called as what? So let's see how many of you are able to answer these questions. Okay, question number 4. Okay, I hope everyone is answering for question 4. Those who are just writing the answers, please take little bit efforts to write the question. It becomes easier for me to just to check at the answers. Okay, so here one last time I'll repeat, as we have time limit for the same. Okay, that what is the information, sorry, which of the following are the government to citizens initiative? Okay, so the time limit is done. So still let's see what's the right answer. So first of all, what is e-governance? So e-governance is nothing but a tool to enhance the quality of government services. Now why it is done? It is done to bring more transparency. It is done to reduce the corruption and subjectivity with the help of what? With the help of the government. So in such case, the government deals with what? It deals with e-help. Okay, that is e-help as well as e-health. Help as well as health. Okay. So tendering and feedback is not a part of initiative from government to citizen. I hope this is very clear with everyone. So we are talking about what? We are talking about e-governance initiative, that is government initiative to citizens. So basically it is e-help and e-health, not e-tendering or e-feedback. Is it clear? Okay. So now let's see, let's go to question number 5. Now question number 5 talks about which of the following keys of keyboard are called as modifier keys. So now we have something from the keyboard. The question from the keyboard comes. So we are talking about what? We are talking about following keys of the keyboard that are called as modifier keys. So whether it is control, whether it is shift, whether it is end, or whether it is alt key. So which keys are known as modifier keys? Question number 5. The time limit has started. Let's see how many of you are able to answer it. We are talking about what? We are talking about question number 5. The following keys, okay, of keyboards which are called as what? Modifiers. They are known as modifiers. Okay, 5 answer we are getting. Very good. 5th question answers are started falling in. Yes, let's see as per the time limit. Okay, we still have time. Those who have not answered can come to the answers. Okay, so let's see. Yes, let's see. Okay, great. So yes, we have most of the students have answered rightly. That is the option number 2. That is the key called as control, the key called as shift, and the key called as alt. Now, what do you mean by this modifier? So modifier key is a special key on the computer keyboard that modifies So basically modifier is the one which modifies the action so that of another key when two are pressed in combination. So when we are pressing two keys in combination, they will modify the action, and that keys are called as the control key, the shift key and the alt key. Is it clear? The modification of an option in combination with another key, okay, is called as what? It is called as modifier. Yes, very good. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, so before next question, let's see the process through which an illegitimate website pretends to be specific legitimate website. So here we are talking about the process in which illegitimate website, okay, it's pretend to be a specific legitimate website. It's called as what? Sniffing, spoofing, backdoors, or war dialing. What this process, it will be called as, or what the process of illegitimate website pretends to be to a specific legitimate website, what it will be known as? Sniffing, spoofing, backdoors, or war dialing. What it will be called as? Let's see. How many of you are answering it correctly? Yeah, question number 6. Okay, very good. We have started getting answers for question C. So time limit is done. Okay, let's see. Yes, so question number 6. Yes, spoofing. So basically what is sniffing? Let's understand. It is a process of monitoring and capturing all the data packets which are passing through the given network. So they just sniff, okay, that the data is properly, as per the networks, the data is legitimate to be, passed on. Backdoors are often used for screening the, remote access to the computer. And war dialing is a technique which is automatically scans a list of telephone numbers, usually dialing every number in a local area code to reach the modems, the computers, or the bulletin boards, or the fax machine. So they are the one which are used, with the help of these techniques in order to reach the concerned client or a customer. So war dialing called as nothing but it is called as one technique. Okay, so yes, so this we have done with reference to what? With reference to question number 6. Okay, so yes, let's move towards question number 7. Your time limit has started for question number 7. Inappropriate application of ICT in research is an example of what? Inappropriate application of ICT in research. Please read the question very carefully. Is an example of what? Is it an example of technical lapse on the part of the researcher? Is it inadequate provisions of IC resources? Is it a violation of research ethics, or is it absence of technical expertise of ICT resources? So basically inappropriate, it means the application is not which is proper or which is appropriate with respect to what? With respect to research. So what exactly the answer will be? Inappropriate application of ICT research is an example of what? Is it because of technical lapse? Is it because of inadequate provisions? Is it because of violation of research ethics, or absenteeism of technical expertise of ICT resources? So what exactly inappropriate application of ICT in research means? So yes, timely. Let's see how many of you are able to answer it within the time limit. Okay, 7th we have already got an answer. So yes, 7th no one has came up with the correct answer. Inappropriate application of ICT. So basically what is the meaning of inappropriate application? It's absence of technical expertise of ICT resources. So when we talk about inappropriate, it is basically talking about what? Absence of technical expertise of ICT resources. So inappropriate application, it means absence of technical expertise. Okay, now let's come to question number 8. So question number 8C, to differentiate a primary storage from secondary in a computer system, which of the following statement is correct? So I'm repeating the question. To differentiate a primary storage from the secondary storage in a computer system is called as what? Is it called as primary storage is slower, more expensive and persistent? Is it called as primary storage is faster, more expensive and persistent? Or is it called as primary storage is faster, less expensive and persistent? Or is it faster, more expensive and more persistent? So how will you differentiate a primary storage from a secondary storage? Let's see. Yes, eighth one. Eighth one, your time limit is still there. Okay, so how many of you are answering? Let's see. How many of you are able to answer it up to the point? Okay, done with the time limit. So let's see the right answer. Yes, so let's have a look at the right answer. So basically, in order to differentiate the primary storage from a secondary storage, primary storage is the one which is faster, more expensive and more persistent. So something which is faster, something which is more expensive and something which is more persistent is called as what? It is basically to differentiate the storage, primary storage from a secondary storage. So let's see, hardly anyone there is right answer going on. No one has came up with the right answer. So this concepts, no, just remember, if you are not aware of these concepts, you have a proper note down of it so that it becomes easier to revise for the last minute. And as you all know that tomorrow, no, like I have seen some students are not very much well prepared with your ICT. So tomorrow what I'm going to take is I'm going to take a revision class. I'm trying to push, more than 20 questions. It means 25 or 30 questions, which will give you a good amount of practice. And we will ensure that, that is done so that you practice very well with respect to your examination. So that also we will do. And in the second cycle, we will take, latest previous year question papers, which will help you to prepare yourself better. So yes, moving to the next question now. So next question is about SWAYAM in the form of statement. So we have seen a lot of SWAYAM type of questions also on this topic also comes in ICT. So SWAYAM is an initiative of Government of India since it's promoting the self-help group in rural areas. This statement 2 talks about E-Tantra is an initiative to spread education in the embedded system and robotics by IIT. So basically whether the statement 1 is true or the statement 2 is true or both of them are false or one is correct and one is incorrect or vice versa. So let's see how many of you are able to crack this. The time limit is already started. SWAYAM, we have a question on SWAYAM. That is statement 1 we have an initiative and statement 2 we have another body. So let's see how many of you are answering. Okay, 9th 1 and 9th D. Okay, let's see. So basically, see, now the Ministry of Human Resource Development has sponsored E-Yantra under the mission of what? Under the mission of ICT. Okay, in order to have, the learning learning infrastructure, for engineering students who have limited access to labs and mentors. And SWAYAM is nothing but the study of web active learning for young aspiring minds, which is an Indian massive open online course platform. So if you see the statements in that respect, yes, statement 1 and true both are false. So SWAYAM basically is an initiative but not to promote the self-help groups in areas. Okay, we don't have something called as e-tantra. We have something called as e-yantra, which is an initiative by IIT in order to provide, the embedded system and robotics. So yes, here everyone, I hope it's correct. No one came up with the correct answer. Here the statement 2, that is both 1 and 2. So both the statement are false over here. Okay. Now, which type of memory that holds the computer startup routine is? Startup routine. The startup routine is with the help of which type of computer? That is cache, RAM, DRAM or ROM. Yes, question number 10 everyone. Let's see how many of you are able to answer question number 10. How many of you are able to answer question 10? Yes, a type of memory that holds computer startup routine. Which memory has a computer startup routine? Okay. Cache, RAM, DRAM or ROM? Okay. Yes, we have started with 8 the time limit is over. So basically type of memory that holds the computer startup is called as ROM. Okay. Now we are talking about what? We are talking about a firewall is a software tool that protects what? So we have firewall. Okay. We have firewall, that is a software tool that protects what? Server, network, fire or individual computer. Is it a firewall is a software tool that protects what? A server, a network, a fire or an individual computer. Question number 11 on the screen everyone. A firewall is a software tool that protects what? What does it protect? Is it protect server? Is it protect network or is it protect fire or is it protect individual computer? Okay, let's see. Yes, how many of you are able to answer this very well? So when we talk about a firewall is a software that protects what? Okay. Yes, the option number D, that except the fire, that is server, network and individual computer. These are the components or these are the things which a firewall software tool protects. So here we are talking about what? You were talking about the software tools. Very good. Within the time limit you have answered. Now, which of the following devices allow to a user to use a copy of an external document and save it in an electronic form on a computer? So which device allows a user to copy an external document and save it in electronic form on a computer? Is it spammer, scanner, printer or plotter? What exactly it is used as? Okay, whether it is a spammer, whether it is a scanner or whether it is a printer or it is a plotter which is used to copy an external document and save it from a onto a computer. Yes, question number 11 everyone. Sorry, 12. Question number 12, 11 we have already done. So yes, coming to question number 12 as per the time limit. Yes, the one which allows to copy an external document and save it on the computer, electronic form onto a computer, is called as what? Is called as a scanner. It's known as what? Scanner. Hinduja and Gayatri, very good and very quick answer. So basically it is called as what? It is called as scanner. Okay. Now coming to question number 14. As I said, memory questions every day I'll be putting up so that it becomes a good revision for you all. So which of the following is correct with respect to storage units? So storage unit, which is correct? That is, they have given a symbol less than or higher than. So you have to identify whether it's a petabyte, tetrabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, okay, or whether it is exabyte, zettabyte, tetrabyte, petabyte, or whether it is petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, or zettabyte, petabyte or terabyte. So what exactly it is, with respect to which storage unit? Let's see, you have time limit. Yes, time limit is about to get over. Let's see. Okay, so yes, hardly there are some students. Okay, Gayatri, very good. So when we talk about the correct sequence size of storage, so it is terabyte, later comes, that is prior to that, that is petabytes, exabyte and zettabyte. So I've given you this chart prior only. Okay, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, zotabyte, yottabyte, gontobyte and geobyte. Okay, so all these things you should be really very careful about, because this type of questions I have seen in examination every year. They come in some or other form, so you should be prepared for this. Okay, then coming to the next question, that is question number 14. The term plotter is described as what? So they have used one term plotter. What it is used for? Input device to good quality products, output device, or it is a fast storage device, or it is a multi-purpose device for input as well as output. So what do you feel? Question number 14, everyone. The term plotter is described for what? From the given options, I have read the options for you. Once you can read it and understand and then come to the answer. Okay. The term plotter basically is described for what? What is the term plotter basically described for? Yes, let's see. Question number 14, everyone. Okay, 14th answer I have already got from some few time limit is left, so you can just attempt that. Okay, the time limit is up, so let's see. The term plotter is basically a printer that interprets command from the computer on an automated pens. A regular printer, the plotter can draw conclusions, point to point lines directly from the graphics. So that is an extra special quality of this plotter, that it goes one step ahead than the printer. Okay, so yes, the right answer here is what? The term plotter is described as an output device to produce more drawings and graphics. That is B, answer number B. Many of you went wrong, but you should know what is the definite meaning and role, and then it will be easier for you to come to the answer. Okay, now next is we have again the question of Swayam, that is a statement question. Let's see. It is an initiative of Government of India which aims at providing affordable, quality and education to citizens. So they are saying Swayam aims at promoting the educational and health of the adolescent girls from the above two statements. So you need to tell that which statements goes right and which statement goes false. Yes, everyone, I'm just waiting for the time so that you can answer the question on time. Yes, 15th Hinduja has already started answering others. Let me see what others are talking about. Yes, statement 1, an initiative of the government in order to provide education. Statement 2, it aims at improving or promoting education and health for adolescent girls. So which statement stands to be correct? Yes, some few seconds are left. So let me see. Yes. So basically statement 1, that is Swayam is an initiative for providing, no, Swayam is not, it is basically an online education. It aims at promoting health of only adolescent girls, no. It has an inclusive education. So in light of the above statement, statement number 1 and statement number 2, identify the encompassing term that involves use of electronic platforms to conduct a company's business. So in order to conduct a company's business, we have, the terms which are involved with the use of electronic platform. So which are those terms? Either it is called as e-business, either it is called as e-commerce, either it is both option number 1 and 2, that is e-business and e-commerce, or it is only option 2. So you have all the options in front of you. You need to identify the encompassing term, okay, that involves the use of electronic platforms to conduct a company's business. So whether it is e-business, whether it is e-commerce, whether it is option number 1 and 2 both, that is e-business and e-commerce, or is it only option number 2? So let's see. Today I have just taken 5 questions from last week itself, just to make sure that you practice well and your practice is making you perfect day by day with the questions also. Okay, so yes, very good. Let's see the time limit. Yes, your time limit is done. Okay, very good. So yes, question number 1, any term which is used in the form of electronic platforms in order to conduct the business is called as e-business. At the same time it is called as e-commerce. So e-business as well as e-commerce. Okay, so both option number 1 and 2 are the right options. Yes. So let's go for question number 2. So question number 2 talks about the following, which of the following is associated with domain name of educational institutions. So we have given a list to you. So you have, you have to identify among them which is associated with domain name. So it is .org, .edu, .com or .inst. So which of them is associated with educational institution? So let's see how many of you, this type of questions are also there in the examinations. So let's see how many of you are ready with this questions. Which of the following is, yes, time limit is already started. It's okay. So you have time to answer the question. Okay, it is whether it is .org, .edu, .com, .or, .inst with respect to domain name of educational institutions. Okay, we have started getting answers. The time limit is done. Yes, great. So when we talk about educational institutions, yes, that is .edu. So let's the .edu is basically for what? For specifically focusing on educational institutions. So the right option turns is option number 2. Okay, let's go to question number 3 now, everyone. So question number 3, I'm just setting the time limit for question 3. International Computer Security Day is observed on what? So we have International Computer Security Day, which is falling on 18th of July, which is falling on 30th of November, which is falling on 2nd of December or 23rd of December. So which of the following days is observed as International Computer Security Day, which is one called as International Computer Security Day? So let's see whether it is 18th, whether it is 30th, whether it is 2nd or whether it is 23rd. So yes, your answers should start now. Let's see how many of you are answering. International Computer Security Day is observed as what? Question number 3, everyone. I hope everyone has started with question number 3. Yes, okay, we have started getting answers for question number 3. Others also, come on, speed up. Question number 3 is International Computer Security Day is observed as what? Okay, there are various options coming up. That is option number 1 also, option number 2 also. Let's see how are others. You have time, so that's the reason I'm waiting, so that you can, okay, your time limit is over. So yes, let's see option number 3, that is for question number 3, option number 2nd, That is 30th November is observed at International Computer Security Day. Bhaktasen and Shrinu is also Shrinu, yes. Both of you, please remember it's not 18th, it is 30th of November, which is considered as or which is observed as International Computer Security Day. Okay, is it clear? Fine. Yes. So now let's see, every year Computer Security Day is celebrated as 30th of November, and this started since the year 1988. So this Security Day is celebrated since the inception of year 1988. It is basically to raise the awareness among the masses about the information security and the ways to keep all the electronic devices and data protected. So basically it's nothing but it is about what? It is about the information is about what? Security. And it is with respect to all the masses. Yes. So the right day is 30th November and the start was from 1988. Okay. Now coming to question number 4. So question number 4 is on the screen. Your time has started. Question number 4. So question number 4 talks about which of the following is a computer-based system that stores and manipulates data which are viewed from a geographical point or reference. So we have a question which says that a computer-based system. So it is talking about what? It is talking about a computer system which is, that stores. So it's not only storing the information but also manipulates the data which are viewed as geographical point of reference. Okay, so whether it is database system, whether it is geographical information system, whether it is geographic system, or whether it is software system. So which among them is the one which stores, manipulates the data, and that is also from the geographical point of view. So which of them is considered as the point? Okay, whether it is database, whether it is geographical information system, whether it is geographical system, or whether it is software system. Okay, question number 1. Okay. Yes, so let's see how many of you have understood this question or not. Okay. So basically it is okay. I'll just explain this question first, what exactly the question meant, because everyone has went wrong for this question. So I'm talking about what? I'm talking about geographical information system. So what it is? So geographical information system is nothing but it is called as GIS. The acronym is also called as GIS. Okay. So when we talk about GIS, it is a computer system which is basically it is used for capturing and storing, checking, displaying the data with respect to the position of Earth. Okay. So here what was said that it is storing and manipulating data. Just to not to give you a clear hint, they just said that geographical point. So that's the reason it is called as GIS. And what is the full form of GIS? It is called as Geographical Information System. So where it does the work of storing, okay, plus it does the work of manipulating. Is it clear? I hope it's very clear, because drastically everyone went wrong for question number 4. Okay, fine. Shrinu except Shrinu. Is it clear with everyone? Yes, GIS. Okay. Now, so as I said, GIS is nothing but it's also called a Geographic Information System, a computer system for capturing, storing, checking, displaying data which is related to the position of Earth's surface. Be careful for this. These questions, simple questions can definitely put you in problem with your marks if you are not aware of the concepts very well. Okay, now let's see next question. So next question is regarding e-governance. We have done this e-governance question, but this question is little bit different. So regarding e-governance, which of the following statement is correct? So they have given you the list of statements. You need to say that which is correct or which is which is a part of the right answer. So first is decreasing transparency is an ITC enabled advantage of e-governance. Then it talks about it is related to implementation of ICT in respect to government process and function. Then Common Service Center, which helps in providing and using e-governance related services. So what is e-governance? basically we have already studied what is e-governance, but here with reference to e-government, which statements are are correct. So whether it is decreasing the transparency, whether it is related to the implementation of ICT, or whether it is common service center which provides services. So let's see how many of you, the time limit has already started. How many of you got the correct option? Okay, fifth. Okay, fine. Fifth, we have started getting answers for question number 5th. Still some time is there, you can quickly answer the question. Okay, let's see. So when we talk about e-governance, it is basically, it is related to implementation of ICT with the respect to government process and function. So it means we are using ICT for government processing and functioning, and it is common service center which helps in providing e-governance related services. So yes, in Agnes, it's not 5C, it's 5B. Okay, option number B and option number C is the right answer, correct? Okay, so now let's go to question number 6 now, everyone. So question number 6 is on the screen, everyone. Group of instructions to direct the functioning of a computer is called as what? So once again I'm repeating, group of instructions to direct the functioning of the computer. You are supposed to see what functioning. It is related to the functioning. So whether it is storage, whether it is memory, whether it is program, or whether it is byte. So group of instructions to direct the functioning of a computer will be called as what? Will be called as storage, will be called as memory, will be called as program, or will be called as byte. What exactly it is known as? So this is a technical term in order to get, give instructions to the with respect to the functioning of computer. Okay, question number 5, everyone. 5, no one has started answering, time limit has started. Question number 6, yes, Gayatri has already started answering. Others, come on, just yes. Okay, yes. So very easy question actually, but if you should know the technical term. So the instructions which are given to the computer for functioning and the direct instructions are definitely called as what? Program. Okay, it's nothing but it is called as program, correct? Now question number 7, Fortin is the acronym for what? So acronym questions also, a lot of acronym questions I have taken depending upon depending upon the all the content from from lecture 1 till date. So you just have to revise it without fail. So Fortin is an acronym for what? Is it a file translator? Is it a format translator? Is it a formula translator? Or is it a floppy translator? So what is the acronym Fortin used for? A file, a format, a formula, or a floppy? So it is for what? For what particular reason, or what is the proper acronym for Fortin used as? Question number 7 on the screen, everyone. Okay, let's see. Gayatri, others. Gayatri has answered. Others, just make sure that you're answering the questions. Okay, 7. Okay, great. So Fortin is basically an acronym which is used for formula translator. Yes. Okay. Yes, we have done this question. This question I have repeated once again just to make sure that you are very much concerned about this topic also, the hexadecimal number system. So we have something called as the hexadecimal number system, which consists of what? So whether it is 0s to 7, whether it is 0 to 9 or A to F, whether it is 0 to 7 or A to F, or none of the above. Please write the question number when you when you're answering the questions. Please write the question number. It becomes easier. Okay, question number 7th, everyone. Okay, after 7th we have came to 8th question also. So let's see how many of you are able to crack question number 8 also. Hexadecimal number system. So basically we are talking about what? We are talking about hexadecimal number system. Okay, 8th, A, B, C, all the options are coming. Why so much confusion? We have done this question in this week itself. Not the similar question, but yes, the question on this topic was taken. So let's see question number 8. So when we talk about hexadecimal number system, it consists of what? It consists of 0 to 9, okay, numbers 0 to 9 and alphabet A to F. So hexadecimal number system is the one, okay, sorry, hexadecimal number system is the one which consists of the digits that is 0 to 9, and from the alphabets it's A to F. Yes, some of them are right, but some of them are wrong with this particular question, so be careful in 8th question. You have to be little careful. Okay, now let's go to question number 9. Question number 9 talks about all modern computers operate on what. So we are having the modern computers which is basically operated on what? Either it is operated on information, either it is operated on floppies, data or word. So all the modern computers operate on what? Is it information, is it floppies, is it data or is it word? Okay, yes. Now we have moved to the question number 9th, everyone. Time limit, I am just ensuring that you're not exceeding the dedicated line limit, so you have to answer the question within the time limit. We have question 9 with respect to what? With respect to all the modern computers operating on what? So is this information, is it floppies, is it data, is it word or is it what? Yes, everyone. 9th question on the screen, no one has yet answered. Okay, 9th is started. Yes, so again there are different answers. All modern computers operate on what? Modern computers. So it is basic, okay, yes. So it is modern computers operate, Prabhat, floppies, it's not about, tool or equipment they have asked. They have just asked about all the modern computers operate on what. So yes, it is information, floppies, data or word. So modern computers operate on something that is word. Modern computers operate on something that is called as data. Okay, nor word, nor floppies or nor information. Is it clear? Okay. Now coming to DIP, so we have done this concept of actual DIP, but one question was there, so I thought I'll just bring the question and explain also you. So DIP stands for what? So it is basically acronym. It's dot per unit per inch, digits per unit or dot pixel inch or diagrams per inch. So what is DIP standing for? Okay, so DIP stands for what basically? So it's dot per inch, is it digits per unit, or is it dots pixel unit inch, or it is diagrams per inch? Yes, your time schedule has started. Mahatab, it is C. It's C. In hexadecimal, you have a 0 to 9 numbers and A to F. Okay? Yes. I hope it's clear, Mahatab. Now coming to question number 10th, everyone. DIP. It stands for what? Question numbers you people are not writing. It becomes, but and Ashu and Shah, Akib has, okay, yes, great. So yes, if anyone is having any doubts, so just all the answer correct, but you should know details about it. And this point is very important, so I'll revise this point also for you. So basically, this we'll see the answer first. It's called as dot per inch, which is a measurement, okay, in order to measure the printing, video or image, okay, with respect to the individuals in a space of, in a line span of 1 inch. Now how do photo printing and dots per inch, is good with the quality? So if it is 300 dp, so you should know the quality also. Just keep this range in also mind, it will be helpful. So if it is 300 dpi, it is the sharpest quality. If it is 200, it is the great quality, and if it is 100, it is the good quality. So if the number is highest, that is 300, it is one of the sharpest and finest, printing quality. Is it clear? Okay, so we have completed the first 50% of the questions, that is the first 10 questions. More 10 questions are remaining, so let's start with that one by one. So first of all, yes, now some 5 questions now I have taken repeated from our first examination, that is lectures, so that you people can have a revision very well. So first is Which of the following is a type of malware intentionally inserted? Now just go, because this answer everyone went wrong. So I've taken up this particular question. Which of the following is a type of malware intentionally inserted into a software system which will set up a malicious function when specified conditions are met? So we are talking about what? We are talking about a malware which is intentionally inserted in the software, okay, computer software, and which will set off a malicious function when specified conditions are met. So yes, okay, 11th one, we have already started getting answers. Great. Yes, others, those who are not aware should be able to aware it. So revision is going on, or what lectures we have done, you people remember the content very well. So yes, it is called as logic bomb. So let's see what is exactly this logic bomb. It's nothing but a code which is intentionally inserted in order to have, a malicious function when the specified conditions are met. So programmer may hide a piece of code that, that starts deleting the file. So basically spyware and Trojan programs are more dangerous. Okay, they are both, forms of malicious software as well as called as malware, and they are installed in the computer either directly or, inadvertently. A Trojan program is similar to the spyware, except it is packaged as another program. Rest all qualities belong to same. Okay, now this also a little bit went wrong for everyone, so I have repeated this question. SMPT is an acronym for what? So this question we have already done in our this week itself, but still I have taken it as in revision. SMT is an acronym which is used for what? Okay, Agnes, it's okay, you need to, this classes are for revision, so whatever mistakes you are doing now, it's, we can afford it, but not for the final examination. So that's the reason these classes are just, for your revision purpose. So SMT is an acronym which is used for what? Simple mail transfer protocol, or terminal protocol, or transfer protocol, or transmission protocol. Okay, yes, question 12 is in front of you. You can start answering the questions and come to the right answer. Yes, very good. Okay, so yes, it is simple mail transfer protocol. Transfer. Okay, last time many of you little bit went wrong, so I thought I should just repeat this question. So yes, but now everyone has done it very correctly. Simple mail transfer protocol is the right answer. Okay, so this is basically a internet standard communication protocol which is used for electronic, mail transmission and other messages, and where the messages are received and sent. It was introduced in 1981, and it is being updated, modified, as well as, it is extended multiple amount of time. It is not only for consent time, but it is updated or, modified and extended multiple amount of times. Okay, let's come to question number 13 now. So question number 13 is about Bluetooth. Okay, so Bluetooth is a wireless technology which can be used to connect a headset to a mobile phone. I'll repeat again. They are saying that it's a wireless technology which can be used to connect a headset to a mobile phone. That is your statement 1. And statement 2, they have given Bluetooth is a long range wireless technology and is a low cost means of data transfer. Yes, Shakib, okay, yes. Sorry that I just skipped that part. Yeah, I'll just rectify it. And thank you for highlighting that. Okay, we're talking about question number 13 about wireless technology with respect to Bluetooth. So they have given two statements, statement number P and statement number Q. So Bluetooth is a wireless technology which can be used to connect a headset to a mobile phone, or it is, it is a long range wireless technology and is a low cost means of data transfer. So yes, question number 13. Okay, let's see question number 13. What is the answer? So yes, so Bluetooth is a wireless technology used to connect the headset. It's very correct. But it is a long range wireless technology and is a low cost means of data transfer. No, it's, the statement is not matching, or it is not true, and hence statement number Q is not true with respect to the answer. So it's only statement P, which is right, which is correct. Great. Okay. So Bluetooth as a protocol for wireless communication, which is used over the short distances. It was developed in 1991 to reduce the number of cables. Okay, yes, through which the devices like mobile phone, laptop, PCs, printers, digital cameras can be connected, and the information can be exchanged. And it is, yes, it can be done very securely, and it is used only for a shorter distance, that is a distance with few minutes. And that's what the use of Bluetooth is. Okay, statement wise also we have done, theory wise we have done it. Now coming to question number 14. Now question number 14 is basically the information about operating system. So there are 4 statements. I'll just highlight the statements. Okay, so this you can read it very well. So there are 4 statements with respect to operating system. So operating system allocates memory and organize the data. It is a protection against virus. Okay, it controls peripheral and allocates memory and processor time, and the processor time and the peripheral allows the user to connect to the internet. So here with respect to operating system, they have given 4 statements, and from that 4 statement you have to pick up one statement which is correct with reference to operating system. So yes, waiting for the right answer everyone. Question number 14 we have started. C. Okay, Gayatri has started answering question number 14. What about others? Okay, let's see. So question number 14, yes, it controls peripheral, it allocates the memory and the processor time. A very simple statement which is true with respect to operating system, that it is, yes, it controls the peripheral and allocates the memory and processor time. So the right answer is option number 3. Okay, coming to question number 15 now. 15 also we did it, but again drastically lot of students went wrong. It's a simple thing which we use in our day-to-day life on daily basis. Okay, so which with regards to email, the question is with regards to email, which we have very frequently we access all these things. So here it is talking about what does BCC stands for. So they have even given the acronym, full form of the acronym. At the same time they have explained the meaning also. So you need to say that what does BCC stands for. Okay, BCC is basically standing for what exactly it is known as. So if the reason I'm not reading out the options, because you will get confused, so you can just have a look at the options and you can come to the answers. BCC, it is talking about what? It is talking about blind computer communication, it is blind carbon copy, it is computer communication, or it is blind carbon copy. But they have given the proper understanding of the term. It's not only the right term but also the term's understanding. Okay, we have got already the answers. Okay, yes, the answers here. Some students went wrong bit last class, so I have taken, this is the last question I have repeated. Yes, so let's see. So BCC, yes, very good. So BCC is something which stands for blind carbon copy. The user specified in the BCC will only get to see the CN2 address, but the 2 and C address will not be able to trace whom the mail has been marked in BCC. Is it clear? Yes, very great. Now we have still 5 questions to go. So UNIVAC is what? Is it a universal automatic computer? Is it a universal array computer? or is it a unique automatic computer, or is it unvalued automatic computer? So what exactly it is known as? UNIVAC is called as what, or it is known as what? What does the acronym stands for? Is it universal automatic computer? Is it universal array computer? Is it automatic computer, unique automatic computer, or it is unvalued automatic computer? What does it stands for? Yes, question number 16, everyone. Waiting for everyone to come to the right answer. So yes, question number 16, let's see. No one has answered for question 16, so I've brought the question answer. Okay, 16th, yes. Now the answers are starting. That is universal automatic computer. So UNIVAC stands for Universal Automatic Computer, the first general purpose electronic digital computer which is designed for business application, which is produced in United States. Okay, it's not B, it's A. That is Universal Automatic Computer. It is something called as Universal Automatic Computer for the purpose of electronic digital computer design for business application, which is produced in United States. So basically it is for, for business application in the form of digital computer design for business application. Okay. Now let's see question number, I hope everyone is clear, so we can move to question number 17. So let's see what is question number 17. Okay, so this we have done every day almost. We have taken the question on memory, which is the largest unit of the storage from the following. So terabyte, megabyte, kilobyte, gigabyte, which stands to be the largest unit of storage among the following. So whether it is terabyte, whether it is megabyte, or whether it is kilobyte, or it is gigabyte. Which is the largest unit of storage among the following? So you have the options given below, that is terabyte, megabyte, kilobyte and gigabyte. Yes, 17th, yeah. 17th option. Only thing is that options will keep on changing. Either it will be petabyte, zotabyte, yottabyte, but now these are the options given. So from this given option, which stands to be the largest unit? So yes, very good, terabyte. Yes, very good, terabyte. So you know the chart is already given to you. In that I have already answered all your queries, but still, as I said, here it was very simple. But now beyond terabytes only the question comes. So petabyte, yottabyte, zotabyte, okay, geobyte, hexabyte, you have to keep all these things in mind very well with the sequence. So yes, question number 18 now. So question number 18, in comparison to secondary storage. We have done yesterday the question on secondary storage and primary storage. So there they are asking, there is a comparison between secondary and primary. So which is what? So primary is slower and less expensive, whether it's faster and more expensive, whether it is faster and less expensive, or slower and more expensive. So in comparison to the secondary storage, what is primary storage? Okay, what is primary storage all about? So let's see the question. Question number 18th. Yes, waiting for answer everyone. In comparison to secondary storage, primary storage is what? Answers are coming, but the question numbers, if you can give me the question numbers very well, so it will be easier for me to recognize the question. In comparison of secondary storage, primary storage is what? Is it slower and less expensive? Okay, answers are flowing in. Okay, fine. So let's see. So when we talk about comparison between secondary and primary storage, so primary storage is the one which is more faster, okay, and more expensive. Prabhat, please remember primary storage is the faster one and it is more expensive compared to your secondary storage. Okay, so the right option is option number B. Fine. Now, the next is the OCR stands for what? So OCR, is it operational character reader? Is it optical character reader? Or it is only character reader, or none of the above? So we have something called as OCR, the acronym OCR. What does it stands for? So operational character reader, or it is optical character reader, or it is only character reader, or none of the above. So let's see what exactly it is. Yes, question number 19th, everyone on the screen. It is standing again acronym question. Today, entire week we have equally done acronym questions for ICT. So you should be able to, keep in mind all these questions very well. Operational OCR stands for what? Operational character reader, optical character reader, only character reader, or none of the above. Okay. Question number 19th, answers are coming in. Yes. So, very good. Okay. Yes. So when we talk about OCR, it is called as optical character reader. Very true. But let us see what are the functions of optical character reader. It is, it can be used in variety of applications. For example, scanning the printed documents into the version that can be edited with the Word or the Microsoft Word or the Google Docs, or index printing for search engines. Okay. So it is called as what? It is called as optical character reader. That is reading the characters, okay, in the form of scanning or in the form of Word document or the Word, that is Google Docs. Yes, now let's come to the last question for the day, everyone. IRC. What does IRC stands for? So is it internet related chat? Is it internet relay chat? Is it internet related content, or is it none of the above? So IRC stands for what? Whether it is internet related chat, whether it is internet related relay chat, it is related content, or it is none of the above. So what does it stands for? So let me see how many of you are answering question number 20. Well, okay. Nishi Kumar, I think you're late for the class today. Just later you can just... Okay. So IRC, yes. So let's see, IRC is basically internet relay chat. So IRC is something that is called as what? Internet relay chat. It is something known as what? Internet relay chat. Now let's have a look. If you're not knowing about this concept, some students said it right, some said it wrong. So if this concept is not known, let's see. So when we talk about internet relay chat, it is a protocol for real-time text messaging, okay, between internet connected computers, which was already created in 1988. Okay, it is mainly used for group discussion in chat rooms, like channels through which it supports the messages between two users, or data transfer, or various server side and client side commands. So this is called as what? It is called as internet protocol, internet relay chat, a real-time messaging between the internet and the computer. Okay. Yes, Nishi, very good morning. Now, yes, this, as I said, this is what we had 20 questions today. Now, before we end up the session, just a small understanding from Monday onwards what we are doing. So Monday we will be starting with the topic that is People Development and Environment Unit. So the entire week we will be doing questions on People Development and Environment Unit. So we will complete, as I said, the entire week. If we complete 100 plus questions, and after that, after our People Development and Environment Unit is completed, I will ensure that I will discuss previous year question papers with focus of 2021, because this is the latest one I will take. So 2021 first I will take, and then I will go for 2022. So both the years, all shift papers, okay, I'll be discussing all shift, irrespective to the shift, irrespective of the specializations, your whatever shifts and whatever papers had conducted in 21 and 22, all the papers I will be discussing. So you will get an idea that which topics are repeated. Definitely there are certain topics repeated, what exactly you should revise, how you exactly you should learn. So before your examination you will get a clear idea about this. Okay, so yes, let's ensure that you this sessions will really be helpful for you for your preparation, that is for your upcoming examination. So stay tuned and don't forget to join the 10 a.m. classes, live classes for your paper 1 MCQ series.